excited to get picked back up into it. So without further ado, since we're kind of over the time anyways, let's go ahead and get back into it whenever you're ready with the recap.
Alright, sure. So we start the session and everyone wants to do a little bit of a rest before we start exploring more. We realize Joser fled somewhere to the east, and we go through the little area with the huts as well as a little storage room, which we break into. We find a picture of a windmill up the hill, and the colors of the rocks are in the wrong order. And I have no idea what Matt did because it was shrouded in darkness, but Matt does something, or Holoduck does something to get a chest that he throws down to us.
He literally just climbed the hill.
Okay.
It's just that the visual was set at height, so I just went around the back and climbed the hill.
Okay. He just
And
climbed
then there
the
was
hill.
a chest on the top of the
That was
cliff,
all
so I just
they needed to
grew
do. Then we start messing with the what was it, brazier? Is that the right word?
I don't know, but Walter fucked me up ever since he said that. Now I can't remember which one's which. I don't know which one's underwear and which one's the goddamn.
It's not brazier. Brazier is
okay.
underwear.
Brazier is not underwear.
I know,
You got me
it,
fucked
but
up.
for some reason everyone else is confused. And
Now
I'm-
it's fucked me
now
up.
I'm passively accepting everyone's confusion.
Mm.
But yes, we go over to the brazier. We look at it. It's got the interesting blue flames that a lot of the places in the city want to study more. That seems very hard to maintain, but the brazier has some runes on it that seem to be keeping the flames lit. So with great effort, Holoduck and Rupert carry the thing down between his billowing cape. We go back and talk or turn in our quest essentially and do our debrief, and we learn about a couple interesting things that are popping up, including a seeming civil war between some blood ragers, as well as the for Satho in particular, there was Lore Master Zana, who Heward tasked Satho with going to talk to her because he's getting complaints from a local farmer about her being pushy. So we go into the sewer, trying to take care of that open-ended plot point. The sewer we go into seems broken in, and while crawling in and trying to be sneaky, we find a dead Knight Ordinator, as well as a couple of crow thieves. After some shenanigans, we take their stuff. After beating them in the face brutally, and then feeling bad about beating them in the face, so we left them with more than what we took. And Satho ended up with all the magical items, and then we fought an ooze that Holoduck was able to bash into little tiny bits, producing another magic item that Satho was able to take. From there, we are just in our sewers looking for more magic items or more linen of any kind.
One of the two.
Forgot to specify this is the first time in WCX history that anyone's used wind up.
Oh, true. Yes.
And
The
it's
first
sick.
instances of wind up. Nope.
I used it on a monster a long time ago.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you killed me with it
Yeah.
because I
Oh,
didn't know it was
yeah.
wind up. But because he's like, yeah, he sets his speed.
Yeah, he said the spirit.
He's gonna fucking bare knuckle box me with a badass. Is that I just approach him and he's like, you run into his spear.
My
that he
trap
had
card.
shot down. It's like, what the fuck do you mean?
I mean what I said.
He winds up his spear is a better way to say it. Then he puts his spear on the floor.
No, I said he braces like this with the spear and
No,
like
the
tries to
fuck
come at
you
me.
didn't.
Yeah, well, the VOD will back me up. Go figure out which episode that was. Long
will.
time ago. I don't know which one it was, honestly. It was a long time ago.
I can find it.
But not now, after the session. That'll make it.
Too late.
Too late. Now I'm gonna go look through every video. Well, at any rate, that is where we pick it back up. Right in the sewers with a dead slime,
For the bashing.
a new orb, and a foul stench coming from, well, everywhere. The direction you go is now your own, is on boss time.
I suppose we are to go the way the ooze was.
I believe you're right.
So to this door. Oh, Satho, would you like your pebble back?
Well, we could take a few minutes to, again, put the barrel in front of us. But I'm not sure.
So is that a yes to the pebble?
Sure. Thanks for retrieving it for me.
Goes, picks up the pebble.
Holodoc, with your passive perception of 15, you kind of get to right around this spot here. You do hear a soft weeping coming from deeper within the sewer to the east.
Which direction?
Of
Like
here.
over here?
Yeah, to the. It sounds like it's coming from to the east. Like it's coming through this doorway. Essentially, it's echoing through, bouncing off walls, and coming out of this door.
Wait. But it just sounds like, what was it? Like
Sobbing and a slight sobbing. Very light
can I
sobbing.
place like an age or an assumed gender?
Make a perception check to listen more closely. That's exactly the same as your passive.
Yeah.
You tune in your ears. It sounds exactly the same. It's like, and from that, it is tough. It is just very soft and muffled. You can barely hear it on the distance. Sounds a little far away. Sounds like it's echoing a little bit too.
I believe someone may be in trouble. I hear sobbing.
Well, then we should go help him.
Oh, is it reminiscent of the creature?
It's too difficult to make out. I overheard something, so then I try to listen in, and it sounds the exact same. It is very ambiguous, but definitely sobbing.
Good enough for me. Hello? We're here to
He's
help.
Farther in.
Oh.
Deeper.
Ah, deeper. Yes. Oh. Oh. There's another night ordinator over here.
I see. Left a bit of a trail.
You all have Holodoc dark vision.
Yeah.
Oh.
So we can see this fool.
You sure do.
Oh, wait.
And he's
Another man.
forcefully impaled on a jagged and twisted pipe. You see, familiar, elven monk, the one that was run off earlier. Looks like it might be that lad.
Is there a way to cross here?
You'd have to hop across. Actually, let me see. Oh no, there is a metal grate there, so you'd have to hop down in the sewer and kind of like swim across. But to walk across, there's a. You can see there's a drawbridge over yonder.
Yeah, Hladok's gonna book it and try to help this person.
All right.
Oh wait, no, I can see him from here.
Yeah, there's a metal like a see-through iron grate right here along the wall. But this middle bit doesn't have a grate, but it's in the sewer water. If you wish to traverse the sewer water.
No, I think he's pointing south of that direction that there's a door, and he's gonna cast healing word just to help him out.
Looking, he is barely alive. His eyes are closed. He is like holding on to the where he's impaled, and he's like using it, is flexing his muscles hard, locked into place, and he seems to be like his muscles are shaking and struggling, like to kind of hold himself up, but his face is in pure zen. It is in pure meditative trance. He doesn't seem like he's even aware of his surroundings right now.
This isn't the sobbing. Do I still hear the sobbing?
You do still hear the sobbing, and it is coming from that way. And it's much louder and much more recognizable. This is starting to sound more similar to what you might be accustomed to for the creature.
Yeah, are you?
But you
able to
use the
save
healing
yourself?
word, and as the wounds heal a little bit, He does come to for a moment and just opens his eyes and looks down at the where he's impaled. And no. The pipe. It's keeping, well, everything inside of me.
What do we?
I'm on my way.
Removing pipe. I think I will die.
Yeah, let me get a look at.
Yeah, and you see, like, this is a sewer pipe, and there still is some, like, sewage kind of running off, but it has been twisted and bent into this unnatural shape, almost a spike, like a spike. But it is still quite blunted and rounded at the end, enough so that liquid is able to flow through at some rate. It looks bad. The fact this individual's alive is, well, as he said, make a medicine check, actually, if you would like.
Yeah, that was the intention.
Yep.
I'm gonna use guidance on this one for sure.
Hmm. You take a quick examination. You feel fairly confident that with the proper amount of surgery, he could be saved, but that would take quite some time. And you don't necessarily have the tools, but you have the magical bridge, essentially, being able to use healing magic and such. You'll be able to bridge that gap and make a sort of operational chamber here, but it will take some time. And it will be another check, and if anything goes wrong, it could result in his death. Other options would be like trying to, remove the pipe somehow
Break
and
the
then like
pipe,
take
yeah.
him out or something, and get him to like a hospital, some kind of thing. But those are what you can tell from your medical side. You feel confident you could do the surgery, especially with your healing magic. You could like bridge the gap and pumping some spells in there, but it's risky. It's risky.
He's going to explain that to him.
He looks.
I'm a healer. Only one has ever died in the presence of Ladak Vedamosti. I am confident that I can remedy the situation, but it is not without risk, and I would not do it without your consent. If you would like, we can break the pipe and escort you out, but there is a monster in these sewers. It is not safe for anyone.
He thinks, and he looks at you. How confident are you that you can do this? Remove the pipe.
I have complete certainty that I can remove the pipe, but keeping you alive afterwards is more of the tricky bit.
He looks. And he looks to you, Satho. This is your companion? Can he do it?
Ladak do some wonders when it comes to closing wounds, and I benefited from it myself. My utmost confidence in him.
Then do it. I would see the beast put down, so it is no longer a danger.
Right, okay. Don't speak.
And he's gonna wave Satho over.
I need you to help me get him off of this pipe. Just to set him down. I'm going to be healing as we do it, so I will only have one hand for him.
Yes. I'm trying to think of a way that I can exist
over
where,
there.
where I can
Watch
actually get
this.
some leverage.
Whoa!
Merges with the wall. Is there not enough room for two people on this little side thing?
If you can move to that space, then that's legal. Because this is like a slightly isometric view.
Cool.
Excellent. Where do you need my hands?
Just to support the weight, I'm just going to be using one hand for him. So, just to set him down, make sure it isn't, dropped.
Of course.
While you guys are doing
Okay.
this, Rupert, are you doing anything over there?
Yeah, he's just gonna get this guy's identification papers too.
Yeah.
Oh.
You grab that. It is easily accessible. This one has been slain. He looks like he has fared better than the other corpse. Most of it is intact. He just has a big hole donutted in his chest. That's all that's really happened to him.
Cool. I'll put in my notes. Donutted.
Donutted.
Identification.
Yes.
Yes, so Rupert, the sobbing is coming from the room down the way. If something comes out, this is going to take some time. You will have to hold them off.
I can do that.
Okay, great.
someone have a
Then let's
light?
do it.
Didn't someone have a torch or something?
I do have torches, but we have dark vision.
Okay.
We didn't need it because we have
I
crazy
was making
vision.
sure. I was making sure.
And Hladot can just light breath
Hmm.
whenever he needs to.
All right.
But okay, no more delay. Let's do it.
Okay.
I guess we're
So-
gonna like Satho to try to keep him steady and to keep things kind of gentle, and Hladot to just apply the raw force and leverage. We're going to slide him off the pipe, and I'm going to be using cure wounds while we do it, so that maybe the pipe doesn't rend anything it shouldn't, and try to close it up right as we pull him off, and then go in for the medicine.
All right.
That's
Go
the
ahead and
plan, at
make
least.
a medicine check, and I'll consider that with the DC. As this is happening, he begins to let out a loud, or not a loud, like a little bit of a gruff, as the surgery continues. And a few moments later, you hear a loud slam as a metal door slams closed, presumably, because it just makes a noise, and you see, actually, Rupert, you can see that door kind of rattle and shake in place right up there.
Hmm.
Can I use guidance in this medicine check?
Yep.
Cool.
But this
And
this entire surgery process is probably gonna take about 15 minutes to do
Okay.
all of this. So,
Any
Maybe a bit of
benefit
time.
from Satho?
Shatho, are you proficient in medicine?
Not proficient in medicine, but what
Any
I
other way you
can
might help?
do, I can at least keep the surgery area sterilized with prestidigitation, and Shatho will at least try to speak with the elf just to sort of make sure he doesn't nod off. Just speak to me. Anything. Tell me of your lineage, of your family.
Family, have none. Came to the city. A baby. Parents. Older took me in. Trained me. Taught me. And he like strains against as the Ozonk pulls a bit of the pipe out further. And he's slowly being slid further and further. Now this time, I want you to make a medicine check with advantage there. With the sterilization and the keeping him conscious, etc., etc. We'll say that's a sufficient help there.
Okay, so the help actions have been.
Medicine check with advantage, yep. It takes a about 15 or so minutes, but
And then
eventually
here's that. As I
the
said, I did that, so I'll spend the spell slot.
it's true. As you're going through this process, you are slowly removing him from the pipe, and then you're kind of you're working with the pipe to make sure it is it's actually a very painful process for him because you're essentially aligning him and pulling him out in a way that none of the organs are scratched and torn out. So you're almost like twisting him and pulling him and adjusting him, and then using surgical tools to kind of go in there and tear meat that doesn't need to be there away from it until you pull them free. Blood begins to pour out, and then you quickly put your hand inside of the gaping wound and then start to use the tips of your claws as conduits for your positive energy that you channel and make micro repairs throughout his wound. It takes a bit, and then as you pull out, you manage to kind of close up the chest wound with more healing magic. And he seems to have survived as he thank you.
I do not require thanks. It is simply what I do.
Well, you should visit the order sometime. There are many there who can learn from your techniques. There's good purpose in it.
I would like to if only they would listen.
To what?
To the words that are written in the archives, of course.
I'm sure that there are many religious in the order. I'm sure they could accept a new god. If you worked hard enough.
Right,
I've
well,
seen the work of your god firsthand.
if I spend all of my time indoors teaching monks, people like yourself will be less stranded on the pipe in the sewers. So,
Or perhaps people like myself would have better training to do the surgery you just did and get myself off the pipe next time. Teach a man to fish.
well, maybe when the day comes and I am not as capable in the field, I will retire to the office.
Fair. Well,
Anyways, what happened to you? How did this happen?
well, we're sent down here to aid the ordinators, per your request. I managed to find this one. He points over to the one that Rupert is currently near. He was still fighting. Apparently he was the last. But I tried to help him, but we were no match. And I ended up on this pipe.
Right, well, we're here to kill this beast,
Yes.
and
Yes,
I believe
we
I know
should.
where it is.
Good. Needs to be put down. Just a savage. Terrifying creature, though. Brace yourselves.
We have dealt with it once before.
He stands up and he grabs his quarterstaff that's kind of aside him and stands himself up. Good. Well, shall we be off?
I don't know if you are in any condition to fight and not get in the way. I mean no disrespect, but I'm sure you understand.
Make a persuasion check. With advantage, because you just saved his life. Is there any way I can help?
I suppose if you find there are openings, you are free to take them, but for the most part, just stay out of their way. And if you find a time to escape,
If you have any projectile weapons, I'm fairly proficient.
I don't.
Fair enough. I'll make do.
Fine.
You're muted.
Oh.
Rupert.
Are you strong?
More than average, I'd say.
I might have something.
Come closer, Sir Frog.
Oh, well, they're kind of still watching the door back up, but then he'll like stick to the wall here and just like kind of do some
Bounce
Ninja
around.
Warrior stuff.
Frogger.
Yeah.
Jumping across the logs.
Boing, boing. Parkour. Parkour.
And he looks
Parkour.
agile. You could make a good monk.
It's a- I'm a knight.
Would you be interested in joining the Order of Broken Bones as well, perhaps? I'm really like a recruiter. It's kind of what my big shtick is. I'm trying to
You
get
can be
everyone
too?
in on it.
Little do we
They'll
know
talk
he
you
killed
so-
himself on a pipe as a way to recruit skill
thought that was
healers
your
and
stick.
knights.
Although you feel something a little like less special because like it felt like there was a connection there for a minute, but now he's just like pawning it off on everybody.
Rupert,
It's
at
not that I
the,
feel less special. I just feel offended for Satho.
at the offer, he's not really gonna know how to respond. He's just gonna take out his great bow, going, just like slowly hold it out.
I can't fire that. But perhaps I could use the arrows as some sort of javelins.
I can fire it, and I need them.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
it was a good thought.
I'm gonna hop back.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Oh, before I actually hop back, I don't normally do this, but I we like rest like an hour. I mean, he needs to. Oh, you can do it too. Oh God, so much faster than me.
fast.
Parkour.
I recommend if we do want to rest, we're not so far from the sewer entrance. We probably should do it on the surface. Slimes might drift down. Who knows? Creature might. Well, it might escape though. I could stay here and keep a watch
No,
while you.
it's okay. We can keep going. Everyone is ready to go. Except you. Wait, are you fighting?
I am. Yes.
I would just say to pick your opportunities. Don't be hasty. A strong defense is the way for you. Just let Sir Rupert do the heavy hitting. And if you find yourself in a bad spot, seek out his side. He will protect you.
Okay. I shall do that.
Two things
Best
that
I
are
can.
important in combat are patience and defense. A patient
And
defense.
also stay within 30 feet of me at all times.
I will make sure my step is like the wind.
But within 30 feet. Like a localized wind. More
A
like
brief wind.
like a breeze, like a
in
waft.
summer when you got a
Like
nice
a gust.
breeze.
No, a gust is too much. Yeah, it's a breeze. Okay. I feel better already, in fact, talking about it. I think my wounds are ready to go.
And my own are not so serious as to be concerned with, so.
He hops across. Oh, as he lands. Ah, that feels good. Just getting a pep in my step.
How are you invisible to me? Where'd you go?
Don't worry about it.
You hopped inside. Ah! Magic man. Damn you all.
Damn wall.
I can't hop over here. I have to be at the poop. Ooh.
Oh, so
Why are you shutting me out?
traitor.
He thinks you're not ready for this fight. Satho, you're too weak.
Recruit you.
You won't survive this fight, Satho.
You have to stay back and tell the others. Tell our
I will hold
story.
his chest.
Tell our story.
Your coat is too cool. Don't lose it now.
Spread the tale of our lore, master. I don't think you're called a battle master in books.
A
So
book
book
nerd.
it.
Nerd.
Gonna lure this monster to death, you fucking nerd.
We are going to lure it to death.
Make like a book and read the mood, nerd. Only buff boys here.
Oh, while we get closer, Rupert will be spitting. Not rhymes.
He be
just
spitting.
in front of him.
I forgot
Dropping
about the
a
spitting
beat.
thing. I thought he was rapping. I was confused.
Just in case he's trying to find
You
any
had one
leftover
shot,
slimes.
one opportunity.
In the sewer.
It's not easy being green. I'm gonna tell you about it.
Wait, good fellows.
Coming
Should-
straight from
you
the
said-
underground.
You said you have experience with this creature, but I saw it shoot fire out of its mouth too, so be careful.
Right, it does that.
We have seen that, yes. I believe Ladak has actually experienced that quite a bit.
Perhaps we should
So
spread
you-
out in case that happens.
Right, don't bunch up. But
What kind of
if you
bunched
do
up?
find yourself in a bad spot, do try to seek out Sir Rupert's side. But other than that, yes, keep your distance.
Okay.
Oh, actually, Rupert will drop some things just so he's not encumbered. Or actually, sir, do you think you could hold on to some things for me, maybe?
Yes, I could. Or maybe they could.
Oh, maybe. Or I could just
Hang
hang
on.
my rope up. It's very heavy.
Yes, I can take a rope.
Okay, great.
Let me see. I think you can trade with kept by an NPC. Have I done that on this one yet? Let me see. Hang on. I think oh no, you can't. But I can't. You will be in a second. Hang on.
Nice.
I think that works. If we're fine. Here we go. Okay. You should see a kept by an NPC trade
I
option.
can.
There
Yes.
you go.
Oh wait, what was I just about to
Whoa.
I clicked it in the wrong place, but
Oh,
I didn't do it.
nice.
Still
Yeah, it worked.
encumbered.
Cool.
I'm gonna do a little bit more. You know what? He can have some arrows. Okay, you can have all the arrows.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh, they didn't weigh much at all.
Mm-hmm.
I do believe that if the creature is in this room up ahead, I believe it is best to either contain it to the room or to draw its ire and to simply move about this sewer to never get overrun. So I suppose if it escapes the room, then we should maneuver and not be stuck in the hallway.
Plan.
Otherwise, let us try to let Sir Rupert keep it locked in the room. Then its breath cannot do much to us.
Okay, cool.
Oh, these rations smell delicious.
You can have some if you'd like.
I might munch on a few.
We've got enough like silver and copper for so many of those.
I forgot I just have like a fucking cartoon bank robber level money bag of just coins.
And a giant tapestry.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So Rupert's gonna go and open the door.
Okay. Opening the door, you peer into the room, and there you see curled up in the creature, in the corner, the creature sobs.
Whoa. Whoa.
There she is.
As Rupert opens the door, can I like ready my action to use my channel divinity for if hostilities break out? Cool.
Please go away. I don't want to hurt anyone else. The lights, they drive me mad. Make me hurt. Make me kill. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Holodoc, did you hear that? Don't come closer.
She's
I did.
currently rocking back and forth.
Killing it would be a mercy.
I agree.
It is too dangerous to be left about in this city,
Yeah.
and nothing should have to live like this.
I do not know any way to help it.
I'm sorry, you can't stay here.
I'm safe here. The darkness, it doesn't hurt. I can be in control.
You didn't deserve what happened to you, but we can't go back now. I'm sorry. This is for the good of the city.
You will try to kill me like the others?
Yes.
You will share their fate if you try.
How much distance is between me and her?
I'm gonna go ahead and roll into initiative.
And I'm gonna channel divinity. Assuming that's okay.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And you would have been in the. You were trying to be in the doorway too, like behind Rupert, or just right there where you are. Position yourself before we start combat. Yeah, you could have been anywhere you
Yeah,
wanted
I'll
to,
be-
especially
I'll
at the
be
time
in
of
the
the
door,
conversation.
kind of,
You can even be in
that
the
I can
room
see
because,
them.
like, she was having this conversation, talking, like she was being defensive here.
Does this go
Oh,
around
but she is no longer
corners?
prone because she did stand up.
I don't know if this goes around corners. Like, if I'm here, would Rupert be benefiting from my channel divinity?
Let me see. Channel Divinity.
Yeah.
What's your Channel Divinity? Where is it? Oh, Twilight Sanctuary.
I
Fear
would
of Twilight
think-
emanates from you.
I would think that solid objects stop it, because if it's light,
Has a 30-foot radius and is filled with dim light. If fear moves with you, yeah. I think if it's a wall, it doesn't go around corners. But we'll say for this, for fun, we'll say if the light touches Rupert, like if you said the light touches Rupert's token, we'll say it counts.
anything that
So
light
see how
touches.
it's kind of bending around the corner right now.
I got a little corner in there.
Yeah, like if he touches that corner, it would count. So as long as he's in the light, that's what we'll
I'm in
say.
that. I got that corner.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm like trying to find the right setting. It's like visible where we can see the edge of this.
But as the light kind of peers through,
That's better.
The light. The light. The light. You will die.
Yeah, I'd be right here.
and now we'll roll initiative. Everyone's position. That's where you want to be sat, though, and all that good stuff.
Yeah, I think Satho's being a little bit cautious of this poor monk guy.
Oh, your roll.
Okay.
Public.
Oh, thank you for letting me know. And that's going to bring us to the top of the round. With Ladakh, you see, she is standing up and getting aggressive. But it is up to you.
I'm sorry it has to be this way. But you're too dangerous and too sad to be left alive.
Her eyes, she's not even responding anymore with the light in her eyes. They are sparkling, and she is back in her full frenzy mode, just like she was in the basement, essentially.
Okay.
And I'm going to fairy fire.
All right. Oh, yeah, she really doesn't like that, and she manages to avoid it just barely. But the lights and sparkles are
My fairy fire
not
has
a
never
fast.
landed.
I know, it's always like rolling so
One of these
always so
days.
well. It's a good spell though, great spell
It is
when
a
it
good
works.
spell.
Just a saber
I
shot.
can't use it again.
Yep. But with that, you have anything for your bonus action?
Normally, yes, but can't cast a level.
Gotcha. Or any
So-
move.
No, I'm gonna stay where I'm.
Then, Sir Rupert, it is your go.
Oh, well, I don't know what that is. What is that? Oh, okay.
That's
Oh,
a
it's your
D6,
thing.
you see.
Yeah, yeah,
10
yeah.
HP.
It happened when I was clicking something on my sheet. I'm like, oh, what I click? I'm gonna Sky Striker. I'm gonna jump at her and I'm gonna hit her with a sword and hopefully do some damage.
Okay. The ceilings go up about 15 feet in this particular
also
chamber. If that
Counts
helps.
for my horizontal distance.
Whoa.
So, but he will jump here. Is it cool to jump on the wall above her?
Like above her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool, because I just want to like what I'm trying to do is not be in the same line as like Holodoc, so we're clearly two distinct targets. But yep. Okay.
Yeah.
He'll jump up there, and then he will attack.
I'm just gonna put you to the side, though,
yeah.
just to like
Good,
yeah.
'cause
We'll
I
say you're in
didn't
this spot. Just
I
remember.
didn't even target. But okay, so she is skewered, I imagine.
Yep.
So whoever has a +2, and then there is slicing, so another 2 damage. So up.
Ooh, big damage. You slice into her back. She lets out a moan of pain. Looks
And
back at you
that is all
with
for my turn.
fury. Cool. That's gonna bring us to the end of your turn. It's gonna bring
What's
us
the
to.
+2 from? Oh, slicing.
Slicing.
Yeah.
Never mind.
He's going to the broken bone monk is going to run up the side here and try to get an angle, but he doesn't have one, so he's going to instead go right here and take the dodge action for now as he plays defensively as he was told and waits for an opportunity.
Ready as bow.
It isn't a bow, it just says these javelins, but he was taking a but he couldn't shoot the great bow anyway. He doesn't have the strength. But he can
real
throw
quick.
these arrows as. Yep.
Just because I can, and I have to remember I have this. I have Piercer. Can I reroll my damage, my D8?
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Oh, and if you have Piercer,
Very
remember
nice.
that you'll
One
never
more damage?
beat AC by 3 instead of 5.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So
Very
4 more
cool.
damage. Yep.
Very nice. 74. Cool.
Very cool.
And that's his turn. Satho. Your turn.
All right. Remove. I will
Oh.
not move that way. Oh,
I'm so sorry, guys. Been a while since I've done this. I also forgot to do my Sky Strike damage, so I'll just roll that.
True.
It's acid. I think this is the right thing. No, okay, that's
Missy.
not right. That's not right.
Oh wait, that's the that's attack. Yeah, it's Sky Strike damage. Misses.
Okay, keep going with your turn. I'm so sorry. I'll just roll it and then you can apply it.
okay. I can't move across this bridge.
That's odd.
I think it's because this space is like a wall space technically.
Ah! Cheater!
Whoa.
And I face to the wall.
Yeah, you're not actually in the water, but this this walkway is coming through weird. So on the
Okay.
map,
Take
but
over.
yeah, we'll say you're on
thank
the left walkway.
Sure. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm just gonna exist in this space for a second.
Hello,
Like,
as you get
'cause the best-
uncomfortably close to hold on. There was only one doorway.
Away. Excellent.
6 acid damage for Sky Strike. You got it.
And I will help Sir Rupert stand tall with a little. What can I call this? God damn it, me. This one. I will make Sir Rupert larger.
Whoa.
Whoa!
I critically succeeded that save. I don't
That means
take
he's not
it.
larger. I say no. I'm big enough. You're too small.
I don't need to be bigger. I am big enough.
And, I will.
Whoa.
Big frog. Herbert.
Just worryingly stand and peer around the doorway.
Hmm.
I believe I have a bonus action, so it will be my turn.
Cool. Creature's turn. It's gonna look at this giant frog, but it's looking at the source of the light even more angrily. Take attack opportunity if you like.
Yeah, and Yeah. Well, can I grab it? Is that something you do, but not as? Is it not an attack? of
That's
opportunity?
that's
That's a special thing.
that's
Gotcha.
not yeah.
Cool. Gotcha.
I don't know if that's a feat you can do that, but
Okay, and this gets the +2 from the skewering.
ish.
Okay.
That hits. Very nice.
And
you skewered
actually
him
gets
and
another
sliced him.
D4 +2 because
Ooh.
of slicing again. Yep. All right.
Rupert chopping.
And Haldak, she's going to first unleash the fire breath. And it's
Will
gonna
this
hit.
doorway make it so that it is more of a line than a cone?
Nope, but I will give him half cover, we'll say. So he has a extra save. And he's a monk, so he's got evasion, maybe. Maybe he's high enough. Who
I
knows?
needed to take
We'll
a
find
dodge
out.
action, so he's advantage anyways.
Oh, yeah, he'd have advantage. And then he'd have the
Oh,
plus
nice.
from cover. So, yeah, even better.
Cool.
Because cover gives you actually gives you plus to the dex. No. Yes?
Yeah,
Yes.
cover
Yeah, it does.
gives
Yeah,
you,
it gives you a plus to the
+2.
save. Yeah. Cool.
+2 or +4? I think it's +2.
2
I think
for
2 for
half,
half,
4
4
for 3/4, and then full cover is you can't be targeted by
right.
it. Yeah. Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, he's advantage. That's good.
Oh, sorry, my internet hiccuped. Is this a deck save?
Yeah, dex save for you. Oh, with that he does succeed.
Nice.
Did it roll it for you guys?
No,
Mm-mm.
Okay, let me
not on my
reconnect.
end. Yeah.
Let me re- Here we go, Dex.
Okay. You fail, and you take 33 points of fire damage.
Oh my god. I'm going to use my reprise.
Oh, yeah, Roop, you can take temp HP.
Oh yeah, he did it for me. Unless there was more.
Fuck. Hello.
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 Oh,
I did it
just
again.
Oh no.
I heard that took 30 something damage, and I said I was going to my telekinetic reprise.
There it is.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. It succeeds a save, but it does take take half damage. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it did
so
it right. Yeah, it's all coded,
takes
all
half
worked right.
damage, it's just not pushed.
It's not push, correct.
Okay.
And then it is gonna go ahead. It used that instead of its horns, we'll say, and now it's gonna bite you.
Oh my god, it can breath weapon and attack?
Yep. And it's gonna claw you. The bite misses, but the claw doesn't. Oh, my god.
I'm at
1
1
HP.
I
'Cause
didn't
the-
have my temp.
Oh my god.
Shot me.
The 10 HP, you've been down. But yeah, that's as she comes around the corner, whoosh, unleashes fire all over you, like blasts you back in a daze, and comes through with a bite that you just barely misses you because you're kind of stumbling back, and then comes in the claw that scratches across your chest. It hurts. She's angry, and
Oh.
that is going to be her turn. Luckily, the monk does have evasion.
Hold on,
and
there
he,
was
avoided that
Satho's
fire
thing.
blast.
I forgot to roll the health. So heal him for that much. 7 temp HP.
Satho, you can add that to your temp HP. There you go.
No, Satho
Oh,
already
for the
rolled
monk?
his. I rolled it for the monk, yeah.
Gotcha.
So that 7 was for the monk. So I don't know how much I'm assuming he took more than 7 from the breath weapon.
No, he has evasion and he succeeded.
Oh, it just
Dexterity
doesn't do
saving
anything.
throw.
Oh,
Dexterity
oh,
saving
his
throw evasion. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. Because he's a monk and he's a fairly proficient one.
Nothing.
But yeah.
Okay, then cool.
Nice.
We'll lose his damage.
But he does have 7 temp HP. That's important. Oop. Oop. There we go. All right. That's going to be the end of the Abomination's turn. And it's going to bring us to Halodok's turn. You don't feel good.
No, I don't. It's like not really even a point in healing myself. Yeah, even if I deal max on my big spell, it won't change anything. So I don't think he's gonna bother. Okay, let's
The monk shuts out. You look wounded. Drop the light.
Can I recommend something? It was I don't know. I don't want to overstep.
You can. You can free stuff. You can free. He's calling that free action.
This is kind
thought.
of filled what Holodoc has done. I don't know if he would, but like I think they get disadvantage if you grapple them on your breath weapon. Oh, unless you used it. Oh, it might be gone because of the slime.
Yeah, I don't have a breath weapon.
Gotcha. Yeah, my bad.
Well, I still shouted out my thing because it seems to be angry at you about the lights and stuff. So, you know.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah, this thing hits hard enough. The temp HP doesn't matter. So yeah, he's gonna drop it.
Dropping the light, the creature goes into a little bit of like a docile state for just a split second, and its focus is a little more diverted now. It's looking at you angrily still, but it doesn't look like it's single-heartedly gonna kill you because you're a source of light. But you are still next to it.
Okay, I'm going to use my bonus act to cast Sanctuary on myself. Wait, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. I have a first level spell.
Mm-hmm.
And no hero point? No.
I mean, I have second level spell slots, but
oh, true.
yeah, also
There
no
you
hero.
go.
But I don't know if I want to use the second level for. Okay, yeah, I'm going to. Sorry, do I have to be able to see this? I don't. Awesome. I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Spiritual Weapon.
You got it.
So where is my?
Oh yeah, I forgot you have the ability to make one. Now there you go.
So I'm gonna make the Spiritual Weapon, which is the little floating mask
mask.
Nethys. And it is going to do its little little camera flash blast to hit this thing.
Oh, clever. Hey, did you?
Here we go. Let's do this. It doesn't flank with myself. That seems silly.
No, it can't. Spiritual weapon can't flank. We found that out.
Is it skewered?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so 19.
No, it.
Decent much.
Yeah.
Ooh.
As the flash.
And it's radiant damage, not force,
Yeah.
by the way.
And blades her with radiant damage. She looks very frustrated by this and looking at you. Yeah. It's anything else
is
for
she
you?
still focusing on me, or is she turning around to the mask?
She's still somewhat within her right mind. Doesn't have a very high intelligence. Well, those rolls percent I'll die because obviously spiritual weapon can't be targeted or attacked, etc., etc. But
More
she
just trying
wouldn't
to
necessarily
get her
know that.
attention off of me with the flash.
She seems momentarily distracted. Maybe not enough to attack at it, but maybe enough to draw aggro away from you, in a sense.
Okay, then I guess. Yeah, I don't want to risk it. I'm gonna use my action to disengage.
All right.
And with the, well, I guess, am I in the doorway? Like, can I just be
Yeah.
on our side of the?
Yeah, you could. If you move
That's
here,
fine.
you're like on the other side of the walkway, and be
Okay,
you're
so
there.
I guess here, but like I'm not trying to jump into the sewage. I'm just trying to
Right.
stand on the thing with the disengage, and then I'm going to use my interact to shut the door. Which way does the door open? In or out?
Door opens towards you, so like it comes out towards you.
Okay, so can I shut the door, and then can I like get up against it.
It is like a cage door, so she could attack you through it with disadvantage, but she'd be able. But that is something to keep in mind. So it's like a metal cell door.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Hladok is just gonna hold the door shut.
You got it. And then if she tries to make a push against the door, we'll make contested athletics checks essentially.
Wait, so I can see through the door, right?
Yes, because it is. Oh, I don't make it. Let me make it visible. Hang on.
There we go.
There you go.
Perfect. That is my
Alright.
turn.
Cool. It's gonna bring us to Rupert.
Run on the wall, be big, and Skystruck back.
Jumping back over, you dive like a torpedo.
Yeah, just go here. Wait.
Oh, sorry. I don't know if it matters. Does the radiant damage matter?
No, it's not particularly vulnerable.
Okay. Just make sure, because all my stuff is still coded for force, but it's all radiant.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna go and fix that.
Actually, this does matter for damage. So is this the? Because am I too big to go any further? Because it's only 10 feet. So there's no. I don't think there's any way for me to get any.
No, you're
more.
fine.
Okay. Well, I just mean like, my Skystrike damage is based on how far I jump. So if I've only jumped 10 feet from the wall, that's only one Skystrike damage.
Oh, where else would you try to move?
Well, I don't actually know how big I am, so I don't know if I could get anywhere else.
Size of your Togeto, you can get up there. If you have movement, you can get here. You can get
I'll just do the 10.
there. Okay.
Honestly, I don't really understand the structure, so I'm just gonna go with the path of least resistance. So, yep, Skystrike.
Oh, it's just a. If I can help clear it up, it is just a rectangular room.
Yeah, but am I large? Because I'm going from small. Do I go to medium or do I go to large?
Oh, you were small. Sorry, I forgot.
Yeah,
That's
so you're just
that's
medium,
what
so
you were
speaking
asking. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't think about it.
Because then, like, it also depends on where I started. Because, like, if I started in this space, then I could get within 1, and then I could get 20 feet and hit it with full Skystrike.
That's fine. Yeah, you can do
Okay,
that.
cool. Then we'll just do that. I don't think I get any bonuses on this. Ooh, that's 1. Nope. Okay, that's it.
All right. With that, you land right next to it or up on the wall.
Right next to it.
Okay, take this 5 feet away. There you go. And you land right there. It does seem quite perplexed by this tiny little, slightly larger frog now. It's been bouncing around and slashing a blade at it and catching the light of the blade. Let's see what happens. Broken Bones Monk is going to try. He is going to try, and he's going to throw a javelin at it with disadvantage because of the door. Which he misses. Zatho! It's your turn.
All these things happening, and I can see nothing. It's a 5-foot gap. This
Yeah, it's
sewage?
like a little 5-foot sewage hole.
Okay,
sewage
if I
trench.
move back and forth, I can jump across.
Take a little running start as you jump
Just-
and run. Yeah.
With my standing long jump, I can't cross 5 feet.
I have to get a little bit of a running start.
Need a little running start. All right. I'm just seeing what's been going on. And draw upon strongest magic I know. As I attempt.
Oh wow,
Oh,
it
shit.
failed, and that hurt a lot.
Oh,
Oh
Excellent.
shit! It failed. That hurt a lot. Moreover, oh, it can only use an action or a bonus action,
or a move.
or a move. Oh, yeah, you can do some combo stuff with that. Some wombo combo stuff. Yeah, hurts pretty bad.
Oh, so I just asked Matt. Now that your field's down, do I lose the temp HP I did have?
Let me.
That's a good question. I don't think I have bonus actions as usual.
Sphere moves with whenever a creature enters turn in the sphere. Well, you grant temporary H points. Whenever a creature enters turn, you can grant the creature one of the plus temp HP. No, it doesn't say that it goes away with the effect. It doesn't say while they are in the area, because like if you were to just leave the light, you would still have it.
That kind of makes sense. Like a whole
looks like
channel
you still have
divinity
it.
for like
Yeah.
a long-lasting, like 9 temp HP.
Sounds good
Mhm.
to me.
Pretty
We'll
easy.
look into it later for sure, but sounds good to me for now. And in that case, it's going to the creature's turn. It looks quite fucked up, but it is going to. Breath doesn't recharge, unfortunately. So it is just going to claw at you, Rupert.
Parry the first one.
Parry the first
So
one. You
19
got
AC.
it. Misses. And then here comes a horn attack.
Yeah, that is. At
Oh, did it tell you?
27.
It tells you. Oh, good.
Yeah.
Oop.
Cool.
That's a big horn
Yeah, this is
that
big
you
one.
just got in ya. And then here comes the claw. And the claw misses. Unfortunately, you are still in this, she says to herself. Heroically. Because she's the protagonist now.
What she's saying is Edward. And then she's gonna get clawed, or she's gonna get stabbed in the face.
She sure is. And she chose action for that, so she doesn't get anything else. Ladok. No moving. No grooving.
Well, first things first. Let's face Flash with the mask.
Got it. FFer. Short for face flash. Nothing else. Ooh, big hit.
You know, the flavor of the Flash is super cool. But if this was a weapon and you were bashing her, you would have bashed every encounter. And
The
isn't that
bashing is
something?
happening. Don't worry.
Oh,
Man, I'm rolling fucking rocks with this
bashing.
thing. Boy.
Yeah, she is just looking towards the light and screaming in pain.
I rolled a 7 on both of them.
Please stop flashing me with light.
And then I guess while she's distracted, yeah, Ladok's gonna fling open this door, and I'm gonna fucking club her with the Morning Star.
bash!
Die!
Everyone gets
He's
bashed.
just gonna get in. Can get past her like this.
Yeah.
Nice, yeah. While she like is flash and turns around, he's gonna take the opportunity to slip in behind her and flank with Rupert, and he's just fucking send it with the Morning Star. Does she have armor?
No.
Okay. Hiya!
Oh,
Ooh, that hits.
bash!
So she's skewered and staggered. And then damn fucking bow.
How do you want to do it?
Bash!
Oh, oh.
Before you do, as you're winding it up, she looks at you and says,
It's okay. You can do it. It's better this way.
Oh. Yeah, he flashes her, flanks her onto the side, and like while she's kind of like covering her face or reeling from the flash and is kind of exposed with the head, he has this big vicious looking Morning Star just craned up above the. How big is this thing?
the creature?
Yeah, is it smaller than Holodoc? Like shorter?
It is about the size of a small, like a 5 foot something woman. It's about the size of the woman was.
Yeah, he's just fucking looming over this thing, hefts it over, and I think like a single like little lizard tear kind of starts to leak out of the side of his face. On this day, 2 have died in the presence of Hlodak Vedomosti. And then just fucking sends it, like just everything he's got.
The club, or the Morning Star's head slows down in mid motion and then speeds up all at once as it clashes into the skull of the creature, the once human skull. It shatters, explodes like a Gallagher watermelon all over Rupert, all over you, Hlodak, and your white scales are stained red. and the moaning is no more as the creature falls. Sigh of relief from the monk. It is done.
It is.
Hadak is going to cast Cure Wounds on himself, upcasted.
I hope never to come to these sewers again. He stands up. Thank you. I will return to the monastery. Let them know what happened.
Oh my god.
This abomination was created through some fanatics with the cult of Nafzog. They had plans to make more. Maybe it would help to take this body back for investigation, examination. We may have to deal with more of these things in the time to come.
I will send the Order's corpse carts out. We'll get it. Take it back. And if
Hadak is going to pull that blanket, not the tapestry, but his actual blanket, and just like drape it over the corpse of this thing. And then I'm going to set down the cult symbol of Nasog. Or actually, no, I think I'm just going to toss it to the monk.
This is the symbol of the people responsible for this.
he catches it, and he's like, appreciate it. And then he looks over to Satho and then Rupert. This is more the punishing of wrongdoers is more of your two departments, is it not? You can bring any evidence to one of them. I do not know what the Order would do. But we can look at the body.
This was a job for the Night Ordinators until they started mutating innocent people. I believe the Order is just as much involved.
Well, we're not good at tracking down criminals, is my point. Or following up
Figure out
and
how to fix it. Or prevent
Indeed.
it.
that is where we will contribute. But the evidence, the wrongdoings you said this cult has done, it'll have to be on another guild's shoulders.
Sure.
Remember, we'll step out here. Oh, actually, before he does, when she transformed, does she still have like any of her personal belongings on her?
Yeah, like her garments are still like ripped and shredded through her, like because when she transformed, she essentially burst out of her own skin, emerging as this horrid creature.
Yeah. Gross.
But she does have some clothing on her. Make an investigation check to see if she has anything else of note. Oh.
Wow.
You find
Oh my God.
around it's not really around her neck, it's actually kind of embedded into the flesh at this point, deep within the flesh, right kind of like around this area, and it looks like it is sunken in. It is a holy symbol of Torag that is stuck in there, but it can be pried away from the flesh
Is
with
that
relative ease.
the dwarf one, like the hammer?
That is.
Okay.
He'll point that out to Holonog. This might have been important for her. Is it like it's embedded into her flesh? Does it? Oh God, how's the
It looks
skin
like-
look around it? Like, is it?
Yeah.
Did it like react? Is it like burning?
It looks like that's what it is. It looks like it was like
Yeah.
singeing and burning through the flesh and like into her deeper, and it's gotten stuck there. But it is like you can like peel it, like almost like a scab comes off. It's like,
Is it like just like a symbol, or was it like a necklace, like a thing hanging off like a chain necklace?
it was
I
a
just was
necklace
trying to
at
see if,
one
like-
point, yeah.
Yeah,
And
it was a
looks like
necklace,
that.
and like when they mutated her, her skin grew. So she
Yep.
was probably a believer of, or a follower of Torah.
Yeah. Robert's gonna.
That's one of the prominent. It's one of the prominent religions within the city.
Yeah, one of the big ones.
He's gonna kneel down and look at it and be like, yeah. It's like Torog was trying to protect her, but it just wouldn't stop this from happening.
Sometimes, even the gods cannot protect us from the dark workings of men.
Their symbology can only do so much.
who deals with like burials? I guess the Knight Ordinators are the ones that. Actually, who would it be?
All dead must be burned. It's part of the
All
funerary
dead
rites of the
must be
city
burned.
because of the Deadlands. There's a lot of the necromancer activity down there
What are
has
they-
made it so that they don't want corpses
All
around.
must be burned because if they go anywhere else, they might be revived. Also, we just sent fungus down the river off the side of the monster into the lowlands, so
Yeah.
that's
Oh.
probably fine.
Well, he's going to try to take the chain off her, and once he does, he'll probably offer it to the monk and be like,
Burn this in place of a body.
He takes it. We will.
I
I will go now.
Church for anyone who would frequent the Church of Torag, and if she's missing, perhaps we can get the name.
Absolutely. I will head back to the surface. Get the corpse guards getting down here, and again, I
Keep
just
your
don't
eye
want
out
to be
for
the
oozes. We killed one on the way.
Indeed. And he heads
Remember
off.
to spit.
You hear every once in a while.
You hear the spitting sound, but then also like firm impacts as this
Mhm.
monk is like a monk spitting saliva
Pew,
bullets
pew,
into the
yeah.
stone.
It reminds you of your brother a little bit. Spitting bullets, similar. Well, the three of you are left in the remains of the abomination's hideaway. Here you.
Sir Rupert, I hope that you understand why I dealt the killing blow instead of you.
I didn't really think about it.
I realized the folly in exposing myself to danger needlessly, but I felt like it was a way to make amends for failing her in the first place.
I'm sure she appreciates you killing her.
I just wanted to clear up the air in case there was any concerns about Holodak Vedamosti making impulsive decisions. Because I do, but I had a good reason this time.
Rupert's like, Holodoc, just to clear the air, I don't doubt you at all. You're one of the finest men I've ever stood beside. You don't have to
Oh,
prove
how
anything
could you
to me.
not doubt Holodak Vedamosti? You lost your father in my presence.
Well, yes, but
You hired me to do this one thing,
Uh,
and I failed.
if someone losing someone is what constitutes failure, then no one's a bigger failure than me, so I can't look down at you if I don't look down at myself, and I try to be knightly, so I don't look down on myself.
I see. Perhaps this is why Holodak Vedamosti is not a knight.
Because knights allow for enough failure.
And Holodak Vedamosti drowns in his own pity.
And the details.
He drowns in the details.
I mean,
What the-
Sappho also drowns in the details.
I believe I was promised payment in my contract in the form of a stout drink and a warm meal.
Oh wait, that guy took my rations and my rope. I'll never get that
Sure
back.
fucking did.
You know,
Oh
we
shit,
could
that
just
guy
go,
took my shit.
We could just go rough up those guys at the entrance again.
Oh, and my arrows. Oh, that son of a bitch. Hold on, I'm gonna try to catch up to it.
Sure, come back.
My arrows! I shoot those! No, he's too far gone.
He's pretty quick.
And I also can't move anywhere.
I'm stuck.
Oh wait, yes I can. Arrow keys, motherfucker. Oh wait, no I can't. I'm stuck. Now I can.
I see you are uninjured, Mr. Satho. This is good.
Yes. And a fortuitous place outside of this room. I see that you've sustained an injury that would be, I would say, life-threatening to most others.
Several. The ooze was unpleasant. The fire breath was more unpleasant. But thanks to bathing myself in the twilight of Netis, I made it through. So,
Yes,
better me than you know?
your connection to Nethys is very incredible, really. I haven't met that many have such a potent ability, and though your relationship seemed tenuous all over 1 or 2 days ago, he must
Perhaps
take a
that is
liking to
why
you.
our relationship is more personal than some other clerics and their so-called deities. I have come across
Yes,
a
sir.
church or two where it seemed as if they were simply going through the motions.
I can say that I've met people like that too.
Mm-hmm.
Though I can't say that I'm not sure if I'm jealous or not of your command over such a divine magic. It seems
It is
like a
not a
rather...
command. It is an allowance.
I see. Transactional, as you've mentioned before.
Devotional.
Before we depart, I don't wish to disturb this poor person's rest, but I have a feeling if, and Satha will take out the Arcanite dagger, if they've used this to make one creature, they may have more. I'd just like to see if this reacts at all. In case this might be a tool to prevent further issues like this.
Perhaps they did intend to control them. I can't imagine they were just going to let them loose on the city they love.
Perhaps
Seem to have left this one.
this one was a mistake. Something incomplete. They were somewhat interrupted.
If an incomplete one can take down a handful of Knight Ordinators, I feel what a complete one could do.
Let's hope we never find out. I don't believe I have it in me to kill another one of these people.
Yes. But just in case, you know, not to sweat the details, but to have the knowledge would be useful. And Satho will sort of kneel down. Does the dagger react at all in the presence of this thing?
As you pull the dagger out and hold it up to the creature, it glows with its arcane energy as it has. It is steady. And as you kind of point it at places, you do feel a sort of magnetism, we'll say, towards certain parts of the body. For example, when you're going over the torso and kind of go right towards the midsection, you feel the magnetism of the blade pulling towards something. The same thing happens at certain parts in the legs and the arms and even in the head.
Interesting. It seems to have a pull towards certain points in the body.
Oh.
Slightly reminiscent.
What could that mean?
It's a good question. It's not exactly enjoyable to linger in the sewers and near this, but if you'd permit me a moment, I would like to see if I could get any more information from this.
Of course, the lore master. I figure understanding this thing is as much the responsibility of the lore master as it is the Order of Broken Bones.
Absolutely, a joint venture, I would hope. And I'd like to take. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, take as much time as you need. I'll watch out here for any slimes. He starts spinning.
Yeah. Just like on like a pivot, just like spinning. Back this way, this way, this way, this way. Good. Slime free.
And ritual cast detect magic. Just to see if those points have any sort of, other than the whole body is obviously some sort of nasty magic.
It's interesting. There's not like an enchanted item or like even like a magical source here, but there is the faint presence still of some sort of spell. You're not able to pick up on the. It seems to have like notes of a lot of different schools of magic into it, and they are this presence, this aura is centered on each of these points that the blade is drawn to. It almost seems like there's, for lack of a better term, a tumor-sized aura, like shaped aura, like in these spots.
It's in concentration of magic in these spots. It just, it's not. Medicine was never my forte. It was others' duties. But yes, I do believe a study, especially something like the Order of Broken Bones, could perhaps find insight.
If there's areas of magic in the body, it could also, I don't know, it could be Blood Rager. Who knows if this is Arcanite? I've heard rumors of them doing wild things with the Arcanite and getting it into their own bodies for the magical purposes.
It's an excellent point, Sir Rupert, as always.
It's grotesque.
It is.
So I see the similarities.
Have I heard about anything like the Blood Ragers have done that with Arcanite that has like any experiments gone awry? It seems like they're messing with a lot of stuff.
Yeah, you would have heard of a lot of things going wrong with these transformations.
Mhm.
But usually it's pretty immediate from what you know.
Yeah.
Though, this transformation
This
was also pretty immediate.
as far as
Yeah, so
My experiences with the Blood Ragers in the lowlands is anything to go off of. They are a bit impulsive and single-minded, but we should probably not involve them in this. Do you not have a contact of some sort with the Artificers? I feel perhaps a man of science is one that we should perhaps turn to. Instead, the ones of zealotry.
We could definitely see if, I don't know if we forgot his name, but there was a fellow who helped us. Perhaps a lead.
I've seen a cow walking out of there. Out of the Artifice Academy.
Or, Mr. Satho, if you have someone in the Lore Masters whom you would trust with this.
Not the cow.
You
Should
know,
we leave?
I leave it to
He wears
your
armor.
discretion. I don't work with either of them.
Yes, I could dig around, see if I have a contact, or someone I know has a contact. It's a good.
Hey, what about the men taking care of your brother? Sir Rupert, is he competent? Trustworthy?
Trustworthy, absolutely. Incompetent. Normally, he does not blow up people's knees. It can happen, though.
Okay, well, perhaps he is an option. Him or one of Sato's men.
I mean, we also
I
did hear about
unfortunately have no one.
the task with the Blood Ragers. We could potentially, in process of doing that, try to glean some more information.
I'm just reluctant to deal with the Blood Ragers, but this is your call in the end.
Well, we also need to worry about Satho and his master.
Right.
Oh, well, eh, don't worry about that for now. I will have to deal with it at some point.
I would rather wager with Sathos' mysterious benefactor than with any of the Blood Ragers.
Well, I suppose we could stop by and see where that takes us. Mr. Rosefinch is rather connected, you might say.
Was it just Heward that wanted Satho to look into the other lore master, or was that connected anyway?
That was kind of like the other thing he was talking about. So that was kind of an all of you guys thing. He just kind
but
of
that wasn't like there was no implication that Sathos' master was a part of that. I figure if Satho is being asked to do something, it's probably by the person that directs him the most.
Perhaps, but like you wouldn't have known from that what
Right.
Heward said for sure. But perhaps, yeah. But yeah, Heward was directing all of you feelers for that.
I wouldn't want you to impose on your relationship with your master Satho. So, yes, let's definitely check there first. Right now, we've done good work, and I think we can rest a bit before we decide on what's next.
I think you're quite right. I think we've put out some fires, you might say.
And
I
kept some
believe I'm
aflame.
owed a hot meal and a drink, so I
That's
think I
true.
will take you up on that tonight.
It's in the contract.
Okay.
And perhaps we can write up another one.
So, as we have finished the fight here, there's, you could wander around the sewers some more if you want, or you can head up to the surface and begin pressing on. But before we do that, let's go ahead and take our break here. So, yeah, this is a good moment for a break. So, a 15-minute break here. Get recouped, and while you guys are on break, just think about where you're headed next. Feel free to look at the map, etc., etc. Plan your route accordingly, or yeah,
Actually, I
live
didn't
in the
think
sewer
about
for the
that.
rest of the
That's like
campaign. It'd be a
a
sewer
good
campaign.
point.
It could be a sewer campaign, indeed.
Oog thinking of something that Hladak would and Matt didn't is this creature was down here in these things. There's dead knights everywhere, and also there's a dude who's impaled on a pipe and still alive. Like, we should probably canvass this place for any other survivors or any other bodies
Yeah, that's true.
before we leave. Yeah.
We just
I'm
have to be
sure,
careful
you know,
because of slimes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Wander
we'll
around the
drop
sewer
that, yeah.
forever.
We'll drop
Sewer
that
campaign.
little
Sewer
line.
campaign. Sewer campaign. Sewer
become
campaign.
Sewer rats
Gross.
rule.
Sewer rat.
Maybe we just take an hour to rest up in this room before we canvass the place.
So I thought perhaps there could be more linens in the sewer. Perhaps if you search hard enough, you'll find. We can't leave yet.
It's the
one barely
perfect
has any
storage
poop on it.
conditions.
We must liberate them from this place. There's no
This terrible
condition
smells,
for
it's
the linen.
moist.
Like a
Need to be
little
somewhat
vegetation
dry.
can't cure.
All right, how long of a break?
15 minutes. See you guys at 9:15.
Yep. See you guys.
All right. dear God, I drank something in the break, and like it was going well for a second, and then I like had an iron stomach. Some things took me a second. We're all good now, though. Yeah, it's just it's this new thing. It's a well, it's not new, but it's something that's kind of crazy. It's a maple pecan whiskey, from like a random off-brand. I don't know if it's like, it's not Crown or anything, but it tastes pretty good. But it is like drinking maple syrup. Like it's like directly like it's like drinking a shot of maple syrup, no matter how you mix it or drink it. Yeah, that was something. But I actually surprisingly like it. Much more than ooh, still kind of a little burpy from it though. Significantly better than the weird peanut butter whiskey I had not too long ago, which was not pleasant at all. It was terrible. It was the worst
Alcohol
thing
that
ever.
almost makes him vomit says, I kind of like it.
Well, it's because like,
guess
you
all
know, I
alcohol
wasn't
will at a certain point.
I wasn't like respecting the maple syrupiness. That's what like got me. It wasn't the taste of alcohol. It's like, you shouldn't swallow maple syrup, dummy. That's what my brain told me.
That's what I say about cum.
But I do it anyways with maple syrup. Oh, I can smell maple syrup now. Actually, it's kind of weird. It's very mapley. Yeah, that's kind of overwhelmed my senses. Is all I am now. I am a tree.
I become maple.
I become maple Canadian. Oh, is Matt there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Good. Sorry. I didn't know you were there. I would have been like, all right, let's get back into
I
it.
found that I think I'm having a problem with my Logitech capture because I found that whenever that is running is when my internet starts doing that poopy thing, and then whenever I stopped, I just turned it off. It stopped pooping.
Huh. Interesting.
So I don't know. Like I think it might
More of a
be in,
hardware
like,
issue.
like an update loop or something like that. Like or it's just like maybe the Logitech capture thing is trying to update and it's just causing like a crazy amount of packet loss.
Reinstall the
'Cause, like,
drivers,
my whole
obviously.
PC says it like on the bottom right where you have your network symbol, like where your LAN symbol is. It turns to like the little globe with the cancel sign on it. So like it says no internet access. Like my whole computer straight up loses connection for like 6 seconds. It just does it intermittently. But when that's off, it doesn't do it anymore. So if it poops, then we'll find out. But until it poops, I'm blaming Logitech capture.
True. Fair enough. Weird. Yeah, I guess just reinstall that shit is essentially the main answer. But or reinstall your whole OS. But theoretically, you don't need the Logitech software
Yeah,
to use.
let's try that.
That's true. Yeah.
Let's try it without Logitech capture. It just looks like shit.
Just
That's
raw.
fine.
Yeah.
And if it poops, then we know. There's Discord.
Oh well, you look pretty good so far. Actually, better than like more smoother than usual. I think your frame rate's higher. Weirdly, maybe I'm crazy. Maybe not.
It's the PK.
Raise your right hand real
I don't
quick.
think so.
Raise your right.
Maple
Raise your right
syrup.
hand. That's your right hand. See, it all worked now. See, this is better. This is better.
So it's mirrored now for you guys.
No, before it was wrong. Before it was wrong. It's right now. No matter what, like it wasn't the mirroring before. You were just raising your left hand before. You don't get. You just had. Yeah, but now you're raising your right hand. So. Anyways, getting back into it, we return to find our band deep within the sewers of Azora. They have just put this abomination out of its misery, killing it, taking a memento, and sending that memento off to be buried. We return with the three deciding what to do now as they stand in the sewer. They could live here. It could be a new life. You could build a camp down here, a sewer camp. That could be the campaign. We'd become Ninja Turtles.
Dibs on this dirt pile.
And honestly, Rupert, that particular idea to you doesn't sound too bad. This is moist, damp. There's like right where you're sitting, there's like a little bit of a drip of water always hitting on your head. So
You know, I'm good with this.
I see why she was cozy here. Lovely spot, really.
Well, I mean, if we're gonna rest in this room, then I can like, because it's a grate, like a gated door, so maybe I can shut the door and then jam the long flail in it or something, like because the door opens outwards. So if I can like thread the long flail on our side, the door
Absolutely.
couldn't open.
You could rest in the sewer. You're not that far from the surface. If you were inclined to get a fresh
Oh,
breath of air.
That's true. Okay,
But
well, let's go.
might
out
run
and
into
rest on the
dangers.
surface, and then
Who knows?
come back down and canvas this place. Unless this is God trying to bamboozle us with, oh, you
Another
I only
slime!
put 20 oozes on the way.
They were
That's how I
attracted.
get you.
20
could
more
use
that.
cubes.
It is your choice.
Honestly, Clodog by the most, they lives in a shack on the north side of the city and like hangs out at the black light zone. So this is fine. It probably smells better here. But he doesn't care. And Rupert is literally a frog that lives in a cave.
Up to you, fellas. Up to group decision here.
I mean, I suppose it's not that long, but
Just like an hour to.
A rat runs out, bites your toe, and then runs away.
Rupert tongues it.
It's just fucking chameleons, the whole ass rat.
Just make an unarmed attack real quick.
Hey, I'm crawling here.
The tongue
This is our
catches
sewer.
the rat, and with a squeak, it goes down into the gullet.
Just, take an hour to
Make a
like
Constitution
a
saving
snack
throw.
break.
Am I about to get plague? No.
You've resisted the disease.
Good. Rupert. Does that count as
So-
takeaway for the day?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's your ration.
All right. Yep. Rupert will chill out here. We're ready to rest out.
All right. So, takes an hour, but you guys can go ahead and well, let me see how it goes. In fact, I'm
Satho
thinking of a
will-
number 1 through 100. If you get within 10 intervals of that number, something will happen with your guess, and I will let whoever you guys decide to be your liaison for guessing guess the number. Nose
Allow me
goes.
to consult the archives.
Mhm.
It's not it.
I volunteer as tribute.
Okay, let me think of my number. Okay, I'm thinking of my number. I actually rolled my number, so I don't have to think about it. But I kind of wanted to like make you. Now you think of your number,
The
and
problem
then
is that there's not a number within an intervals of 10 between 42 and 69. So, and it feels weak to just say 50, but like, that's kind of the number.
and there's
Like,
also
we'll
the
do like
extremes.
52. Deck of cards, weeks in a year. That's a good number. 52.
52.
Yeah, that's right. Smack dab in the middle.
Your hour goes uninterrupted. Boop. Now take a short rest.
This is good.
The
The archives are always right.
archive said 52, nothing.
Go between 42 and 69.
It's always safe.
Could Satho have aligned his ritual cast of Unseen Servant to line up with the end of the hour?
Absolutely.
Cool.
I rolled a 90, so if you would have guessed within 90, something would have happened. It's fun game. I just came up with it on the spot. I know, so quirky. Yes, you feel much better.
Oh, the WCX breath weapon is long rest.
F.
Fizz
F to
band
fizz
of
bands.
short rest.
Yeah, they said, no, none of that. One of Fungus's good decisions, question mark?
No, it's okay. The WCX breath weapon scales like a son of a bitch.
Yeah. Hell yeah, it does. That makes up
It
for
literally adds a d6 every other level. Like, it's a breath weapon, but it scales like sneak attack. Which is pretty strong.
Well, you fellows stop moving where you... Oh, your mask disappears, and it says goodbye to you with a flash of its light.
What?
Oh, your mask disappeared and said goodbye.
No.
In its traditional way, by flashing its lights at you. Kind of like a car, like kind of flashing the blinkers at you to like, goodbye.
Lightning McQueen.
Lightning McQueen, yeah.
Kirch.
He ka-chows away.
Ka-chows. Ka-chow. Alright.
Oh, wow.
Wow, that was actually really good. Owen Williamson, or whatever. Ben William Owenson, Owen Bill Williamson. You know him. Owen. Yeah, him. You know the guy. Yeah. Wow.
Could we get down this
Oh,
road
from
bridge?
this side, the mechanism is jammed up. From this side, it seems. It looks like it has been damaged. Tinker's Tools check could repair it, unless you have any other way to fix this mechanism. Any other creative way?
I got a pretty good one.
Yeah.
If someone was mending.
Before we do that, because we have the same idea, what is the point of these drawbridges in this sewer? Like, what would be the structural? Like,
They're
why
watertight,
aren't
and they
just
section it
always
off in
down?
case of flooding.
Oh, okay. They're floodgates.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, no, I agree. We should just do the thing.
Oh.
I'll take this side.
Okay.
Got it.
I assume that we're both just breaking the chain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make your attack against the chain.
Attack.
Oh, roll that damage on the chain.
It probably
Can I
doesn't take
line
the
mine
poison,
up?
so 10.
10 points of damage. Yeah. Go ahead. And, yeah. It's like with one chop, you almost cut the chain clean in half, and you come in with your wind up, which exit action. Oh, so actually both of you would get another attack then. So Rupert, but then the time it takes him to wind it up, you get one swing in, then you come in with another, and then you can also both take your next attack, and yours with wind up. Oh yeah, with 2 slams. Oh yeah, nice. You clean in half. Cut the chains,
Oh, man,
They-
I still haven't fixed it.
break and fall, and the doorway opens.
I can close it immediately.
Come back.
Oh,
This one has had his entire body incinerated, from what you can tell. It looks like it's cooked from the inside. His armor is fused to his flesh.
All right. Same thing.
But his paperwork survived because it's enchanted
I'll
and
take
it's
his
good stuff.
paperwork. I'm upping my count to 3.
Yeah, it's important to remember your paperwork is extra durable because they keep they want to make sure they know when their heroes die and stuff.
It's laminated.
Laminated, and nothing could hurt it.
What is this?
What's this?
Yeah.
This thing,
I assume I
it-
can make that leap.
Yeah, absolutely. This thing seems to be an important. Well, actually, you have any particular tool proficiencies that would help you with this? No. Then probably just a
Is it like a mill?
intelligence check. It's a series of mechanisms that does something, but what it does depends on just make an intelligence check, I suppose. General knowledge here. Tinker's Tools would probably be the appropriate check to like figure this out. From what you can tell, this probably controls something to do with the water levels here. You're not sure though how it
Hmm.
works.
It's like an overflow valve. But
really big.
Perhaps. Who knows? Confusing.
Okay.
Hladok doesn't fully understand it.
Fair enough.
Hopping across.
Oh, is this night any indication of like which one's the oldest death? I was wondering
oldest
I
death?
wonder if he was coming here to flood this place.
Oh yeah, make a medicine check. Would probably be that makes sense. Yeah, medicine check or investigation. You can do investigation too.
I'll do a medicine. 3.
Hard to tell which one's the oldest,
Yeah,
which one's the freshest.
I see
You see
dicks.
some slimes.
Oh.
They're like
Those look
it's
like
like a.
cocks than me.
They sure are. They look. They are congealed against the wall essentially, and like this entire wall looks gooey and it is pulsating.
Oh.
They react as you get close. And now, we need to roll initiative.
Oh no, they're gonna do this on us.
I don't know if you see what I see, Mook.
Yeah, they're dicks.
No, next to the dicks.
Yeah, well, yeah, but I can't do anything about it because he's got my arrows.
No, but I can.
Okay, well, I'm happy for you.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
It's probably fine.
There we get slimed. Gray ooze, activate. The slime that's kind of like congealed in the wall plops down and starts to shimmy. Bloop. Bloop. He's behind that wall, but that's where he gets. Okay. Sir Rupert. You're muted.
All right. I don't have my arrows. There's not much I can do. I can't get that thing lit, which is lame. He'll just come here and he will prepare to attack any slime that comes within 5 feet.
You got
That's
it.
it.
Satho!
This is like a grate at where Hladok is standing.
Correct.
Gotcha. Okay.
Same thing where we're
Um,
standing.
I guess I technically have visual on this ooze. Okay. Just south of seeing the oozes
Mm-hmm.
start oozing around. Yeah, this isn't a projectile. We'll just again raise his hand to his eye and just I don't know how this works. He'll just he'll hurt the ooze's brain.
My mind! The ooze's brain, it jiggles furiously.
The
It doesn't
jiggly
seem to
brain.
like that.
So
It
susceptible.
failed at anything. Oh, it does. It does have to subtract from its next save. So there you go. Anything else for you, Satho?
Seth will stay where he is, and that's turn.
Got it. This ooze goes here. Here. That's its turn. Hladok. Better mosty. Your turn.
We going. What's the range on this? A lot. We here, and we're gonna plumb in the
Second flame.
thing.
Hmm.
Hiya!
Does say creature. Creatures aren't objects.
It's up to you.
Aw.
I think we have let things that don't target objects work before, but that is a little weird. So it's up to you how it works.
Like Eldritch Blast, for example.
Yeah.
It's true. I'll allow it, but it is important to note that we're cheaters by cheating this way.
Well, hiya.
All right.
I'm doing the barrel thing.
It's
Let me play
important
with
to
the
barrel.
barrels.
It's important to barrel. That's important to barrel. But this one needs to make a dex. Oh, they're not very good at this. Okay, you can go ahead and roll 66 for me.
Don't forget,
Hiya.
if that one is caught in the blast, it takes a d4 less.
Throw. Cool. This one is incinerated with fire. He's gone. But the other two, well, you can't see where they are. So that brings us to this user's turn. As you hear a flushing sound as one of the pipes above you starts to sludge with noises, and then out plops
5 feet.
from the ceiling a slime. He does. He does. Come right to 5 feet from you.
Oh, does an 11 even hit it? Instead
11 does hit.
Okay.
Is your
Beat his
weapon?
AC by 3?
It does.
Well, there you go. It's then actually add
Nice.
2 damage.
Yes, but also, is your weapon magical?
No.
No. Then as you hit, your weapon corrodes. The weapon takes a permanent -1 penalty to damage rolls. If that drops to -5, the weapon will be destroyed. So just note that your weapon is permanently -1 damage until you repair it. All right. Anything else? Oh, that was Ooze. It's Ooze's turn. He's gonna ooze you back for that.
Okay.
Oh, and he's going to ooze you, and his ooze hits you, and it sticks to your armor. And you're wearing non-magical armor. Your armor is also corroded. You have a -1 to your same thing to your armor now. -1 to your AC, and if the AC of the armor gets reduced to 10, it breaks. If that makes sense. So the higher AC bonus of your armor, the longer it takes to corrode. But yes,
Okay.
this thing's melting your weapons and armor as it spits at you.
What a dick.
All right, that's gonna be his turn. But Sir Rupert, it is your turn.
I still can't grab these things. There's nothing I can do.
Eat it.
Your attack did do damage. It's just
Yeah, I
corroding the
know,
blade.
but Rupert
Eat
doesn't
the
have a lot
dick.
of stuff. Yeah. Whatever. We'll just keep attacking it.
We do have thousands upon thousands of copper.
Sure.
Yeah, it's a negligible cost to get a blade like this fixed, as long as it doesn't get fully destroyed. Does take another chunk of thing there, but the slime is almost dead.
Wait, is it -1 to attack rolls or -1 to damage?
1 to
rolls?
damage, just 1 to damage.
Oh, okay. Well, then, 9 damage.
And don't forget your slicing.
Then 11 damage.
Very nice. Anything else for you?
No, that is all.
Okay, Shatho, it's your turn.
All right, Setha will shift away. And now, look, I can't see it. Shit. We'll keep backing up to get a good visual on the target. And then fire off a quarrel. Wah!
With the blast, that creature is destroyed. His form turns into a weak pile of goo. And you see, from this pile of goo, emerges a little tiny wooden box. It was like about this big, kind of just floating in the sewage now.
Excellent.
Oh, I believe that's another magic item from Satho.
I figured I might try to just come over and grab it and I'm sure you won't
that.
mind.
Put that in the linen pocket.
Put
that in my magical coat.
Looks like I have another attunement slot forward if I get from this thing.
If only I had a magic bag to put it all in.
If only I could make a bag out of all of this linen.
But that would return.
All right.
I'd have my unseen servant drag around my Santa's haversack. Untold linen.
With that, you see this one gets flushed out here. He's a little far away. Oh,
Wait, I have a soundboard for this. There you go.
that's the noise. And as he plops down, well, that's about as far as he gets. Ladok, it's your turn.
Yep. Well, let's just hold the dead, but radiant. Is supposed to do 1d12. It's not doing it. I'm just gonna add a d12.
Yes.
And we'll subtract the d8.
Oh, it worked that time. I don't know why that happened, but when you rolled that, it made it roll and it did the
Well,
damage.
Heal it for 2.
Why?
Because I rolled a d8 and a d12, so I'm just
Oh.
ignoring the d8.
I see. There we go. 15.
I'm just gonna change total bit to d12 by default, because I'm never gonna use it on a full health.
And then if you don't, you can just remember, yeah. Cool. As the bell tolls for the slime, he sees his impending doom. And is there anything else for your turn?
And
Oh yeah. That's it.
All right. So, Rupert.
Okay. Let's get in there and hit it. Oh.
Very nice. Slicing
plus
into it.
2.
+2.
Slicing.
Oh, true. It's looking quite rough.
Okay, that's it.
All right, Satho, your turn.
I can see this slime, but I don't think I'm supposed to. So, well, let's get
Oh
back
no,
into the room.
you could
Yeah, you can
see
see it
that.
through the
That
drawbridge.
that's there's an opening right there.
It's isometric.
Douche.
We'll have a better shot from you.
Fair enough.
Peek around the corner. Again. Fire off a corner.
Yeah, a little bit of cover here from the obstructions, but that's still more than enough to hit it for a
Oh,
massive
glancing.
impact damage.
The sound of a
That's
cartoonish
the
1.4.
that's the sound of the grazing when it hits just barely. That's the slime wiggles and makes that noise.
It's taunting me.
Releasing.
But that will be my turn.
All right. That's gonna bring us to the ooze's turn. Oh. Make an attack at you there, Rupert. Which misses as you deflect it from your armor. You manage to protect yourself. And that's gonna bring us to Hadok's turn.
Yeah.
And with that,
Hiya.
we're gonna toll the dead. The ooze falls dead.
What would my Toll the Dead look like?
Up to you.
Like Sacred Flame, it's just like a little pillar of flame normally, so it's a laser beam from the sky. But what does that Toll the Dead even look like? What does a wisdom saved laser beam look like?
You could open your mouth and it could be like a sound that comes out they hear, and then it kills them with sound light.
I think I just like blast him with like dubstep.
Like
And, like-
from Saints Row 3? Which one
It's
had the
like
dubstep gun?
like
That was a good one.
dubstep noises, and it's like a laser light show. You know, like a rave. It's a rave cantrip.
There you go.
Zook.
And as the rainbow light show hits this oily substance, it does make it refract and reflect in a very beautiful show before the creature turns into a pile of nothingness and is dead.
That's the sound of the tolling.
It's the toll.
Dolorous.
So, the slime's lay dead, and
Well,
another
those were less daunting.
slain
I sort of
Knight
feel
Ordinator.
Yeah,
Sits
this is
over
the one
here
that
as
he
well.
had seen before, but he'll come over and get the identification.
Got 4 of them now, I believe,
Yeah.
right?
I believe there is only one room left.
Oh, we just need to fish this out of the sewage, I suppose. One moment.
Nah, I wouldn't touch it. It is done a bit number to Sir Rupert's weapons. I wouldn't use your bare hands.
Oh, but you see, this box, it's barely covered in slime.
Yeah, you see, like the box, like the metal parts of the box have been corroded, but the wood seems quite fine. It seems like it's a metal corrosion as well.
Oh, that thing.
Why don't you fish out the box fairly easily, and taking it, it is just a simple little airtight container, reminiscent of something you would store gunpowder in, but it is made of it's like a big casing, like a round casing almost, and it's unlocked, and within you find that.
Oh my god.
Good thing I don't have firebolt.
Good thing this wasn't too close when we were dealing with the abomination. That would have been somewhat terrible. But, if one of you has any interest in gunpowder, this
Oh, it also had some coins in the box.
Fuck off.
an interest in gunpowder or 150 copper pieces in addition to the ones you already carry.
What about all of the silver ones?
There's
There's
12.
more coins than you think.
Unfortunately, I
Look
can't.
deeper. Underneath the grenade is where the silver is.
Wish I could take just the silver piece. I can only take it all. I see. It'll
The
take
curse of the
15 pounds
coin.
of coins. I suppose I will. But yes, sorry, I there was one more room here. Which I guess I will walk through the sewage to get to.
That's what Hulldog did.
Yeah. The drawbridge here is closed currently on this side. We getting into
This is
the
gonna
end
be
here.
terrible.
You do see a broken part of the wall work here, which does seem to kind of lead to more of a natural cavern, which you could surmise probably leads back to the warehouse. That's probably where the
Hmm.
creature got in.
So far, so good. On your lead.
Going here, looks like someone recently was living down here. This does look like a little like makeshift living quarters that has been established, but no sign of who that could have or the person in question here.
Perhaps Grandpappy.
I think this was Pappy's.
Smells like him.
I'm gonna check the bed area for any of Happy memorabilia.
Mm-hmm. Make a
Merch.
investigation check.
Where's the swag? Show me the Yeezy slides. Where are they at?
You search
Where are
through
your
and
phones?
you bump into what seems to be like a chamber pan of some sort.
Oh,
But that's
that is
about all
the
you
poopy.
find.
Why would
Why-
you have
why
a
you would
chamber
Need a
pot?
chamber
What are you
pan
doing?
in the
Is
sewer.
Outside.
Sewer.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe he just likes shitting in the pot.
So you don't have to leave the room.
You don't have to lean over a
That's the problem.
poopy river.
What if there's a slime outside the door and you just really have to like go?
I wonder
Well, I
why.
suppose back to the warehouse. Yes?
Yes. Why would you? Why here of all places?
Happy was an odd man.
Does there seem to be evidence of anything other than living existing here? Is there activity that went on in this
Is there
room?
thriving?
Or were they just surviving?
She's fucking living it up down here. Is he partying down here?
I'm looking for a bong.
Looking for like
Make
a
a-
trophy or
Long and a
something.
deck of cards. Then you know that you got the boys down here.
Make an investigation check. Looking about, you see it is reminiscent of a typical thieves' den, though there isn't a lot of things stolen here, so maybe that's not quite it. You continue to investigate until your eyes gaze upon this corner pot here. It seems he is brewing some sort of substance that's like on a low heat right now. It's currently simmering over a tiny little flame. It is this yellowish glaze substance that looks like it is semi-liquid, semi-solid, but it looks like it's currently mid-process of brewing, whatever it is. You look at it, it's a suspicious thing. You don't know what it is, though. At least not off that check. You'd have to examine it specifically closer, perhaps.
Someone is brewing something, and I'm not certain I want to
Brewing,
touch
you
it.
say? Like a jungle juice.
That could be it. Could be something.
I'm somewhat of a connoisseur.
Oh, you're a brewer yourself.
I drink a lot,
Fair enough.
frequently.
You have mentioned that. Yes. I'm sure something brewing in the sewers, if it's a drink, perhaps best left in the sewer.
Could I give it like a good? You know what I mean?
Yeah, giving it a good whiff.
Yeah, like a perception or a medicine or
Yeah.
something, kind of depending on what the stuff is.
Medicine check. Perception check will tell you what it smells like, and then you might be able to infer some things. Medicine check will tell you maybe what it is. Yeah. Yeah. It's not too complex to figure out what this is. This is mid-process Svef. It is a type of synthetic drug that is cooked with a lot of alchemical ingredients. But it is a stimulant. You're known to feel exhilarated, aroused, perhaps, alert. Some people get paranoid, confused, and aggressive.
Oh, this is half-brewed Swift. Like right away. Easiest decision in my whole life. It gets you, it peps you up. It makes you do things, regrettable things. Makes you bone.
Mhm.
Good stuff. Good times. Good memories.
Ah,
Like
Fair
last week.
enough.
But
Well-
yes, like mid-process, sort of crude. Honestly, garbage.
And he's picking it up,
Don't say that about Pappy.
taking it with him.
Yeah, you know, it's not fully set. If you take it now, you will need to keep it on heat some way. Otherwise, the batch will be ruined and it won't be able to be sold. However,
Oh, is it like on a fire right now?
yeah, it's on a low flame that's keeping it at a simmering temperature.
Mm,
So it's got
Is
some
it-
time.
is it ingestible in its current state? Or like
It would be
is it
very
just, like, low
bad too.
potency, or is it like poison?
It would be toxic to like ingest it like in this form. It needs to be, because you're not supposed to eat it. You're supposed to like it gets into like a crystallized form when it's its final state, and then you crush it up and light it. Smoke it through a pipe. Good stuff.
Whatever, a lot of people smoke the leaf. I just fucking eat it. It's fine. Okay, whatever. Probably best to just get rid of it. But what to attract anyone else, you know?
That's what's best.
I don't think I have the heart to pour it out, though. Might have to look away.
Rupert will take it. And the whole time he's doing the low. Just trying to figure out why this is hard. And then he dumps it.
Yeah.
Jumps into the sewer system.
Yeah. And then he stares at it for a bit. And then he turns around.
I've done the impossible.
Oh. You're a brave man, Rupert. Deserving of stories.
Thank you.
And you, Sato, you found that before me. I have a nose for these things. It is impressive. You have an eye for detail.
I admit I was hoping to find something else, but I'm glad to help, I think.
If you're looking for linens, there is a tent thing going on over there. It's like a burlap.
Yes, I feel as if perhaps we could leave this person at least their resting place. If we did not leave their Sveth.
Dwabi has so many open flames, and this is poopy, gassy air. This whole place could just whoosh.
We just the barrel. It's probably fine.
It's probably fine. You're right. I did just, I didn't think about that whenever I did the barrel. I see barrel, I do barrel.
There's another barrel in the
Barrel to
hallway.
barrel.
It worked out for the best.
It did.
Wait, there was another bear?
Oh, yes. Wait, where is it?
But I thought it was a mushroom.
Oh, it is a
Little, big
mushroom.
mushroom.
It is a mushroom.
Wait. Wait, no, we did see a pink bear.
Yep. Big mushroom barrel.
What are you doing up with that
These-
mushroom? I want to see that mushroom.
Oh, there it is.
He's a
You
mushroom.
gather around. It is a fantastical looking mushroom, but it looks full of wild magic energy, and it looks quite volatile. And it is growing in a pile of feces out of the water.
Is anyone else curious or just me?
Just say mycology was never a particular interest of mine.
It
I
is
have a
tasty.
history with mushrooms. And lighting them on fire.
Ah, didn't see that coming, I have to say.
I am a botanist of sorts. Almost an arborist at that time.
This
Smoke
mushroom
trees.
calls to me. I want to sit on it.
I'm going to back away before he sits on it.
It is a toad stool.
Dog goes out through the room, out the door, around the thing, and it's like crouching behind this window.
He gets on top.
You will not die in the presence of Hladak Vedomasti. Go for it.
And then he gets most froggy. He puts his hands in front of him and he sits on top. There's
The
Frog squats.
as you jump on the barrel, it emanates, or not the barrel. You got me saying it now. All of you, you did this to me. You jump on the mushroom, and it emits this noxious vapor, toxic vapor, even within a 20-foot sphere, which is going to be getting both of you and Satho here. Let's see, so it's like.
Whoa.
You, as you start your turn there, you need to make a constitution. Each of you need to make a constitution saving throw.
Nice.
Oh, very nice. You both succeed, I believe. Yes. You do. So you only take. Are you resistant to poison, Frog?
I'm immune to poison.
You're immune to poison?
Yeah.
Oh,
you mean a
you're
poison
fine.
or the poison condition?
I'm immune to poison
I'm using poison damage too.
and condition
Oh.
immunity poisoned.
Crazy.
If you want to just
Condition
make that
immunity
resistant,
poisoned?
we can.
Condition immunity poison, but do you have
Both.
damage immunity to poison?
Yeah.
You might as a Grong,
I do
honestly.
have both.
5e are Grongs.
Nice.
Poison immunity. You're immune to poison damage and the poison condition.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah. So actually, this is fine. You're just fine in here.
Frog
It's
squat.
a
Uh,
toadstool.
Setho, you're not. It's coughing. You're coughing up your lungs. You take 30 points of damage.
Oh.
You need to get out. Yeah, and you clear away from the cloud, and you just hear bird coming from deeper within the cloud. It is this thick green vapor. Actually, I can make this thicker, greener, and vaporier. Hang on.
Those are all three of the things.
Those are all three of the things. There we go. Thick. Stank.
Of my asthma, of my own stank.
Yeah.
All right. Now this is kind of feeling like home.
Yeah. You know what, fellas?
This
I
is-
think we could stay here for a while.
This is kind of feeling like the ground.
Looks like he's in a happy place.
You guys go ahead.
He really does. Let's see. It's not fine.
First time.
Truly, I've never breathed in a spore like that. No, I suppose it is.
You get used to it. And then you end up having to use more and more potent one. It's fine. That's neither here nor there.
The duration lasts about a minute, and then the cloud dissipates, and you're out of
Oh.
sitting on the mushroom. It looks a little
And I-
deflated now.
Yeah, it goes. River.
Mhm.
And then you hear a plop. And the
Gotten
jangle
all
of
of
his,
the
of his
frogging out
armor.
of this that I could.
It is out of frog.
It went away.
There's no more wugging to do. It is all wugged out.
And with that, I'm pretty sure you guys have made the rounds.
You know, today's been a good day. I got to sit in some water, and I got to sit on a mushroom.
Today has been a rough day. I almost lost my magic. I had my first failure. And I had to slay an innocent in the name of mercy.
How was your day, Satho?
You know,
Decked out and bling.
I suppose I've.
Orb in
had
hand,
worse days.
bomb in hand.
He's just like magic items jutting out of it like a pincushion.
You know, I used to have an open attainment slot. I don't turn off consequences for fulfilling day, exactly.
But yes, how was your day, Satho?
Interesting. You know, I didn't know what to expect when Sloan called in a favor, but this has been better than the usual favor Sloan calls in, but also slightly sad. A lot more death than usual. Haven't quite gotten used to it.
And I almost broke my sword.
It's like
I
missing
salvaged
chunks and pieces. Like
That
Your armor's
sword has
limited.
more than earned its keep. It'll be repaired. It might even get a name at this rate.
I'll make it a new contract.
You probably have enough metal and coins to repair it.
Perhaps we just reforge it with silver.
Whoa.
silver blade.
Or
Fitting of a
copper.
knight.
Heard of
Wait.
people with silver swords. Never heard of a knight with a copper sword. That's sort of unique.
Copper sword, that'd be cool. Could be the Copper Knight.
Would be the copper knight.
That could be kind of cool.
Can melt some of it into your armor. I don't know, maybe your
Copper-colored armor
artifice
would
a
be cool.
friend in charge of your, or maybe your brother himself can, don't know, work some electricity business.
That would be
Your
fun.
copper is good for that.
If you guys want to wait about a year and a half, I got a great guy who can get some art commissioned of a copper knight, frog knight,
Drew. With no feet.
with no feet. If you
No
know.
feet. What is a wug without feet?
That's true, though.
Reuben.
Reuben.
That's what they are.
That's what they are.
But in this description is his feet.
And I
His
would like
big
to
toes.
commission an art piece of feet.
Oh, but you can't forget about the feet. Please do not.
Wait. I go.
But,
I remember I
uh,
posted this in the Wednesday Discord. Did I post the feet thing? It's a character, but it's just feet.
No,
I feel like I posted this in the Wednesday. I'll find it.
but at this moment, you guys, yeah, if you want, you can run back up to the surface or continue hanging out in the sewer and continue the sewer campaign. Endless sewer time.
Kind of want to go back through the warehouse. I want to go up this way.
You absolutely can. Going back up this way, did you want to actually look at the warehouse? Anything you needed to see there, or just kind
I
of?
just kind of walk
for
through to
navigation
see
wise,
what
yeah.
what the situation is there.
Okay. All right, you're walking back through, and as you start to head down that pathway, you find the natural cave becomes fairly narrow until you find that crack in the wall that you were gazing down from the other side, and you can squeeze through, and you are now in the cellar. It looks like a lot of the investigations have already kind of concluded. A lot of the area has been cleaned up. A lot of the data's been already documented and stuff. All that good stuff. The warehouse is not seeing as you kind of come up to the next floor. The warehouse is still in. It hasn't. It's inoperable at the time. The cult hasn't been able to reclaim it. And as you get to the front door, you do see that it has kind of been temporarily closed off and locked shut to prevent any access for the time. But from the inside, it's pretty easy to get out.
And is the bone orc still here?
You don't see him around. Looks like whatever business he had here has concluded. At least in this immediate area. But his job is never done. Not as long as there's a clog.
Yeah. Rupert doesn't really have anywhere in particular to go because don't really think we have anyone to report to just yet. And so I think it's only Rosefinch is the only idea. Then I have. Oh, it is getting kind of late. We could go bed down. We're trying to look for a
Go
shop.
to the Mighty Oak.
Yeah, go to Mighty Oak.
Believe we've earned a few stories. Maybe that barkeep will like it.
Oh, is there a bank around here?
Yeah, you could probably find a bank along the way easily enough to do some stuff. So if you guys want to just do some service stuff and shop, convert, etc., you find just make an investigation check to search for a bank to see how good of a bank you find. The better bank will charge you less interest.
zero?
A very, very disreputable bank You find a very it's like really down the road here in this kind of poor area of the town,
Mhm.
and it's just called the Gold Hole.
That's
there.
not the place we were looking for. The copper hole.
And but here you can convert. It is going to be a 5% conversion fee here, though.
You just had to make it more difficult.
I'm willing to keep everything as it is, unless Oog tells me that he's not going to make me do the conversion. I'm never going to convert anything if Oog's going to tell me to do the conversion.
Yeah, you don't have to. It's just 10 copper equals 10 silver, etc., etc.
Okay. I'm willing to tell you how much copper and silver I have.
Oh no, if you want to do that, you have to do the math
All
yourself.
right, I'll
Sorry.
just keep it. Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I can give you the formula, but that's about it.
Mm.
There you go.
I'm converting mine. I don't want to deal with these coins.
Mm-hmm.
Remember how many coins I gave Paul Rupert? 800.
Pretty good. That's crazy that 300 copper turns into 3 gold.
Yes.
It's like the raw amount of coins that then turns into 3 boys. That work?
Yeah.
Oh, it
Yes.
did work. Nice.
Badass.
You just
Badass,
bedmass
baby.
the ancient rules.
use the science.
And then I have that.
So 4 gold, 5 silver, 1 copper. Nice.
And Rupert can remove those 1,100 coins from his inventory.
Okay.
If they were ever there.
I think they were.
I have this and it's a piggy bank. I forget I have this.
Cute.
I love that it has a piggy bank for the icon. But it has like little tusks. It's like a little boar bank. Pretty good.
I've heard of that city. Bull Bank.
Oh my goodness, this reminds we are one away. Just, maybe we go pick up 24 donuts and we bring them back to the tavern. We have a hot meal, a good drink, and then we have little, 24 donuts to wash them down.
I mean, we are next door. Oh no, it's a little bit down the road.
Actually, a
It is
hop,
down
skip,
the road,
and
but
a jaunt away.
we could just make our way there and then go to the guild. I'm sure at least one of you has a room.
Merely an hour's walk. Nothing major. Good to stretch the legs.
Mm.
It is still early in the evening.
Is it only
The sun is still up, I'm imagining. What month is this? September, basically?
It's the 9th month, yeah, so September.
So it's like almost 7 p.m. in September? Yeah, I assume it's still light out.
Yeah, here in this part of the world, still a little bit of light.
Because this place is like near
dark around
to
8 or
the
so.
equator, right? It's southern hemisphere.
Yeah, it gets dark around 8-ish.
Okay. Yeah, we
Time of
still
year.
have daylight. Can roll in off the street to the Krispy Kreme as soon as the sun is down. Before the line that crews.
Sure.
The Krispy Kreme is much more bumping in the night when all of the drunkards hankering for a donut.
True.
But
But
who
the
gets a
24
donut at
hours.
8 p.m. Sociopaths and heroes. Us. I want
We're
donuts.
one of these. Okay, so about an hour's walk away.
Unless someone else is gonna object to donuts.
Krispy Kreme?
Quibbly
There.
Quim?
You get there and you see the familiar spot. It is. Oh, I don't know why I'm still playing scary music. It's getting the vibe all scary for the Krispy Kreme. You come in to see at around 8 o'clock. The sun is just starting to set on the horizon here, and it starts to get a little darker. The Krispy Kreme here is fairly packed as usual. In fact, you see a few familiar faces. Seems like Heward's here, picking up a dozen for the precinct, kind of keeping a good loop around. And you also notice Kay, the good owner of the Krispy Kreme, and he is maintaining and keeping a lookout on everything. But yeah, it is a welcoming environment. Hearty, your favorite table? The one near the bathroom, perhaps? Because that's the one that's open.
This place smells like heaven. I mean, I know it smelled nice, but I didn't know until we went through the whole sewer for the day. I mean, oh wait, I just realized we smell like shit.
Very likely.
Oh, can't you
No, we
like
do.
snap that away or something?
Yes, I probably should have done that as we were walking, but mind
You've been
mind
noticing you've been getting
wanders
a lot of
on
weird
occasion. But here,
Mind
yes,
wanders with the feet.
as it does. I can take a moment just for the consideration of the other clientele. Let's
For
clean this
the,
up.
for the triple K.
Yeah,
As
do
we
me
call it.
last.
Of course,
I want to
I can
bathe in
also-
the stink.
avoid cleaning you at all if you didn't desire it.
That's fine.
I
It's
see.
respectable to do sewer work.
It is. It's required for
So
cities
Miss Myers
upstairs.
does it every day.
He's down in the shits, he says.
Knee deep.
Somebody's got to do it. Those were his words.
And we're all proud it's him.
I chronicled
Truly
them in the archives.
Selfless.
Truly a man amongst men.
You see one of the workers is like, can I help? Who's next?
Oh.
It's you guys. Seems.
That's us, guys. Yes, I have this.
Mhm.
I would like to buy the 10th dozen and then redeem my free dozen for a total of 2 dozen donuts.
All right, we can take care of that right here for you. And let's see. He takes it, looks at the back, and looks at the information. Mr. Trout, is it?
No, Hlodak Vedomosti.
Okay, we'll just say that's close enough. And he stamps off the 10th one. All right, Mr.
Okay.
Trout or whatever, Amosti. We'll have that up in just a couple minutes. Call your name over there.
Oh, I'm sorry. I need the 3rd dozen for my friends.
Okay. Yeah, that'll just be 2 silver and then 1. So yeah, 2 silver there for you.
Can I start a new cart?
Yeah,
Oh, this
it's
is
a little
wonderful.
it's a little annoying for the system to have to turn to a new page and like start a whole new thing, but sure.
It is fine. No, I will do the hard work for you. It will be marked 1 of 10.
Ah. Oh, you mean a new rewards card?
Yes.
Sorry, I thought you meant a new transaction. I
Oh,
got you.
No,
I
no,
got
no,
you.
no. Don't need separate
I
tickets.
hate
it is
people that do
fine.
separate tickets. Yeah, it's the
Right,
worst.
the separate tickets thing is just obnoxious. Like,
It's
just
just
do,
obnoxious.
just pay for it yourself.
Just split it
with
up
your
yourselves,
friends
and
like,
then
you can work this out amongst yourselves later. It is not your job.
yeah, way better.
You
Cool.
have a difficult time. I will,
Yeah, you know-
don't want to make it harder, you know.
You know what? For being so understanding, he looks around and he takes 2 cards and he punches them both. That's for your first visit. He gives you 2 free dozen cards punched at the same time.
Oh,
What if the system was just built in a way that you could split tickets up easily? Like maybe it's not the customer's fault, maybe it's the system's fault.
Can I have that second ticket back?
no. No. I would. Normally I would. But when it comes to donuts, I am no longer accommodating.
Play for keeps. Well,
Dog eat dog world. It is a dragon eat donuts kind of world.
your 3 dozen will be right over there in just a minute. Just glazed original, that's right. Nothing fancy.
I don't do any of that frou-frou stuff. I say you don't mess with perfection, am I right?
That's true. The original is the best. All right, well,
Is the best.
just a few
I
minutes.
noticed that the hot light is on.
It is. They're going through the machine roller right now. It's good. You can go watch it
This
if
is
you
great.
want.
I would
They're getting
love
glazed
to
up.
watch it. Is that legal?
Yeah, it's through the window right there. We have like a little display window so you can see them roll by.
Guys, I've never seen how they are made. I assume they were baked in the hearts of a dying star and were blessed by a team of clergymen.
Close.
It's like visiting the Big Apple, you know.
We have adolescents that work here.
Where is there a big apple?
I have never
Oh.
seen an apple that was noticeably big.
Well, I did. I just didn't realize it was a tourist spot,
I mean,
and I ate it.
Some of the customers are like looking at you like, "Are you done ordering? Can we like go now? Can we like move
Oh.
past you?" Excuse us.
Yes, we're going to see how the donuts are made.
Have fun.
I'm going to have so much fun. I have cleaned up a lot of corpses today. You understand? So this is great. Less death, more donuts.
You burned them, right?
They were mauled into pieces.
Should burn them to be safe.
The city will do that.
Okay.
I set my father to be released over the edge.
Well, as long as he's not on the city, I guess it's not that big of a deal.
Okay, goodbye, donuts.
Yep. Gotta go ahead and get by. And then that customer goes and begins ordering, and you move away from the space, the ordering area. And you go, I assume, watch the conveyor belt of donuts be glazed. And it's pretty. It's like a waterfall of liquid cream dumped upon them, glazing. Freshly baked donuts coming by. Yes. Pleasurable.
I'm adding my 2 punch card.
And then you're a few minutes later, and your donuts are all ready.
Just a few minutes for 3 dozen fresh donuts.
This
they are making
Crazy.
very many.
I would have assumed it took a master chef months of slaving over an open fire to make such masterpieces, but they're so efficient.
Down to a science.
Yeah, you see the machine they use, definitely a work of artificer technology.
I bet their whole process is written down and recorded somewhere.
Do you think they'll use the blue flame? Improve on the recipe?
Oh,
That's the secret.
blue flame geyser donuts.
I would want to eat the same donuts cooked by the fire that was going to cook my father.
What if the new age of donuts is founded using the flame that we brought back? What if we are like the grandpappy of new donut?
The new kings of Krispy Kreme.
Oh, of the Krispy Kremedom. Creamdom.
The creamdom. Yes.
The creamdom.
You see, as Heward is like about to walk out of the building and go back to his work, he hears that and is,
But Doc is like
Creamed 'em.
fucking window licking on the things, like smush up against it, dragon tongue sticking out.
He looks over to all of you and comes and says, low before heading off, and he wanders over and says, "Creamed him."
Creamed them nuts.
So Heward, taxis are way more expensive than you think.
Are they? How much did it run you?
Like incredibly so. It was like 48 gold.
Wow, inflation. Am I right?
I think it's more than inflation. When was the last time you rode a taxi?
A while. I mostly get around on foot these days. I try to cut cost.
Well, that's
But-
fair.
Got to burn those calories until I can afford that Stairmaster I've been saving up for.
All these donuts just make it more and more necessary.
Just make sure you don't take a taxi home.
But wait. You look. Last I heard, you were heading off to the sewer. You look as though you've seen battle, all of you. Have anything to report?
There was the abomination. We were able to track it down and kill it. It seemed docile without the light, but to be safe, we struck it down.
Excellent.
Euthanized.
Reward is in order then.
It will never grow older.
And
It was a mercy killing.
compensation for your
Oh, and all of the knights that went down there are dead, but the Order of Broken Bones member is alive, thanks to Holodoc
that is,
And Mr. Sato.
and Mr. Sam.
His
the
intestines
four-
would have been winded around the grate. Like a crochet, if it were not for Mr. Sato.
So the ordinators are dead then, all of them.
Yes,
Sad.
and
All of the ones that we found, I believe there were perhaps 4 or 5 of them. So if there were more, then we just did not find them.
we asked the member of the Order of Broken Bones to take the body with them for further consideration, but I would say it's probably in the best interest of the Ordinators to be close with that investigation. The cultist extremists have more ways of making these sorts of creatures, and if they're starting now, who knows how many could be set upon us in the future.
Do you have any insights on how they're creating them?
Through these
Yes.
daggers, Satho knows more about them.
Yes, we found this dagger based on a plan by the artificers. Still not entirely sure how such an effect could be created with just a. It is made of living arcanite, but worth studying.
With more
Gee.
time. And without the looming threat of the abomination, perhaps Mr. Sato can use his connections to find out more about it.
Yes. That's a good idea, and we'll take your advice, Sir Rupert. Seems like we need to go and, well, the Ordinators need to go and check in on our good cousins, the Order of Broken Bones.
Oh, and,
Thank you for keeping us informed.
and so there was some sort of wild hanging in the midst of our investigation. What was that about? Anything about that?
Hanging?
Yes. I think it was over in like this area. So he'd point to this area. But there was something about a hanging.
Point to the area again?
I thought it was over here-ish.
Refresh my memory on the hanging? It sounds vaguely familiar, but I'm trying to find out where my notes where I wrote that
I
down.
just put on my notes, walking through town and find people ready to hang someone else. It was kind of said in passing.
Oh. Well, he looks at you and says, I'll send out patrols to look into that. It is concerning. But,
It actually probably would have been between the Order of Broken Bones and the Night Ordinators because I had that in my notes between those two events.
We'll look into this, but without more context, it'd be hard to find a motive. I'll let you know what I find if you're
Oh, actually, between
interested.
the Lore Masters and the Order of Broken Bones. Somewhere in that.
Okay. We're gonna eat donuts.
Right. And I'll look into this, but again, if you need further work, hopefully I'll uncover some leads about this hanging thing. And then I have some more information available about some other things going on.
Oh, don't worry about
In the
the hanging.
neighborhood.
He's probably dead.
Fair.
Do you have any information about like a good pub nearby?
Hmm.
We're getting the donuts as like a to-go dessert, but we are going to eat a bunch of tavern food and get shit-faced.
I know a pretty good bar nearby.
Well, sounds like you have it all sorted. Well, Sir Rupert, if that is all, thank you for your service. I appreciate you. Oh, and let me get you the coin for slaying the beast. And yeah, and let me try to make that taxi fare a little better. And he hands you a satchel, and 100 gold pieces.
Say that again?
He handed Rupert a satchel, getting 100 gold pieces for the party.
Yeah, and we could essentially just do 33.
There you go.
Cool.
Well, I'll be at the headquarters. Send out these patrols, send out these investigators. Lot to keep track of. Good day to you, Sir Rupert,
Good day.
and Hadak and Satho as well.
Very well.
Need a parch.
Donuts. Yep.
Oh, no,
Hladak's gonna go
no,
collect his
no.
donuts.
oh, no.
Got your donuts. Got your big stack of donuts.
3 dozen.
3 dozen.
Here, I got you guys a dozen donuts.
Appreciate it.
Of course. He keeps the other 2.
Donut!
Here, Sir Rupert.
Oh, I couldn't. You can have as many as you like. I just had a rat.
So you did. But please, I insist. You've done much today.
You've earned a donut. Or 12.
At least one.
Oh, yeah, he was like, oh, I'm having one. Yeah, just how many you want?
Just leave me as
Rupert will-
many as you think is right.
Rupert
How
will-
about you both get a hot meal and several rounds of drinks in you, and then you can decide how much donut you want, because I assure you it will be more than it is now.
At the time you've spoken, Rupert has stuck his tongue to 4 donuts and has taken them in, and now his mouth is full. He's like,
To the bar!
Lead the
Forever,
way.
indeed.
and then he's going to the Gobbling Nafsa Queen.
It's a short jaunt away, and before you know it, you're
Short.
there. At this, looks much like a hobbit hole again. Just kind of re-describing it. It's kind of built into a hillside. The rounded door is still there, and the windows are still barred because good old Jib is still doing good. And as you come through the door, you immediately hit your head, Satho, as it's quite short. It's just a lower ceiling. It's like you have to kind of scooch down just a little bit if they come to lean here. But when you sit down, it's not so bad. The chairs are a little tight. And you see behind the bar, Eberk is there again. Oh, welcome back. Haven't seen you in a while, Rupert. Good to see you, friend. I say you brought some tall boys.
Oh, a dwarf proprietor. That's how we know it is a good pub.
That's racist.
All
But
right.
true.
wrong.
Racist.
It's true though.
As
It's not racist if it's true.
Rupert takes a,
Still hurtful.
big gulp of his donuts and he goes,
Everett, Fungus is dead.
Oh, sorry to hear that. Would you like an egg?
Yes.
There you go. And he brings you a raw egg.
he takes the egg and eats along with his donuts.
Does that make you feel better, lad?
Pretty much the same, but
Have
tasty.
another.
Oh, egg.
You feel better now?
I do.
Good. Have another.
Egg.
How are you feeling?
Full.
Have another egg.
The old
My
forex.
cheeks are getting like full and full. Would you like another egg?
Oh, hunger.
Would any of the rest of you like an egg? These ones are about to
Wasn't
go
really
off,
in it
so
for
I.
the eggs, but after seeing Rupert do this, I'm sort of curious. Yeah, I'll have
Have
an
an
egg. Yeah,
You feel better?
He's gonna put the whole ass.
I've been reading this
Like,
new book about bartending,
shell and
about how to
all,
like
yeah.
really how to connect with people, and you offer them something, and then you ask what they're feeling better, and that's how you kind of get this rapport built. Is it working? Do you feel closer to me? You feel like you want to tip me?
Mm-hmm.
We'll have another egg, and then tell me how you feel.
I feel like you have a lot of eggs.
Rupert
Have
will just
another
throw
egg.
his whole bag of coppers on the table.
Nice. Takes them all.
It's like
Oh, didn't you
300.
get? Didn't Satho already convert it for you?
No, he converted his
Oh.
own, I think.
Right, but for reals, I need a meal, like a meal, like dine me like one of your family members,
So eggs.
like how your grandmother would feed you when you would come to visit.
It's been a while since I've been back to the old, visit my family. Dwarven meal, dwarven classic meal. I go in the
Show me
basement
dwarven
and,
hospitality.
I've got a worker down there who she'll be able to
She's
whip up
still
something
down.
good.
I tell you what,
Well, she hasn't really calmed down yet, so I've
It's been like a week.
anyways. So classic dwarven meal. She's not really a dwarf,
Oh,
but I'll get her
You
on
want
it.
me to tell her that Fungus is dead?
No. You're probably not best you don't go down there for a while. She's still
if you are
training, you
able
see.
to make a proper
Retraining.
dwarven meal, there will be a hefty fund for you.
Dwarven meal proper. I'll give her my best pointers. See what we can do.
I'm excited.
Rupert, you
Oh,
keep an eye on the bar. Make sure no one steals anything from the behind this counter without paying for it. I'll put the honor bucket up so you can just dip the coins in and
Rupert
stuff.
was looking towards the door because he wanted to go sit in the fountain outside, but he's like,
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, and give
Ma-
me a
he-
flagon
he re-
of the good
He,
stuff.
he recognizes the longing look and like brings up a big bucket of water for you and just like puts it. It's big enough for you to even
Nice.
sit in, and he puts it in your chair.
Rupert probably puts his like front hands in and just sits there with like his hands in.
He's like letting his feet soak
Yeah, it's like up to his elbows.
with his hands, little manicure.
And help yourself. Buckets on the counter. Just pay what the appropriate price, etc.
You have like a special dwarven reserve in the back.
I'll bring it with your meal. The good stuff's down in the basement.
The good stuff. We saved the city today.
Oh, congratulations! Not too long ago,
Yes.
Rupert saved my pub. Almost caught on fire. Well, he did catch it on fire. Well, he didn't catch it on fire. He stopped the fire, though.
He's
Ooh.
proven himself a very capable hero who is advancing at a rapid pace. So it's of no surprise that he saved the pub
Meanwhile,
one
he's,
day
like,
and then saved the whole city the next.
he's trying to get more into the bucket, and he's
Oh,
a
and
little.
Rupert, I'm looking. Your armor, your weapons. again, kind of racist to assume I know a lot about that kind of thing. I noticed they're a little melted. I actually do have some oils down in the basement here. Probably treat that for you. Get all those kinks worked out.
Oh, if you would be able to, I'd be very appreciative.
Anything for an old friend.
I think you just cut out the Oog.
So, take it off and hand it over.
Oh yes, great. I'll get in the bucket fully then.
And then he'll take it off.
Yeah, he takes your armor and takes your weapon, and then like, all right,
Now we're
I'll,
trying to be like a cat,
be
trying
working
to
on
fit
this.
into a tiny box. But he's trying to get into the little bucket.
yeah, and you kind of like you almost like make a mushroom shape on the as you like your frog body kind of like the plumps up and pushes out
Oh, but
over
he's
the
keeping
edge of
his
the bucket.
helmet on, and he's sitting behind the bar.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so it's pretty slow night. A lot of the Krispy Kreme is drawing away the business from the pub here. It's a
Nice and
happening
quiet,
spot.
cozy.
But on this Tri-Helms Day, the three of you have this pub for the next few minutes to do with what you will.
We should
I was gonna say something, but I'm not going to.
give up on adventuring and just run a pub.
Or sure.
Oh, I could never.
And you'd have to do competition with this one, which
No, we'd be a
for
tall
me
pub
doesn't seem. Yes, that's right.
with incredibly high ceilings,
A vaulted ceiling.
at least 25
The
feet.
ceilings of a Dragonborn pub would be so high. Like you could fly in them, like we all wish we could. One day.
Or you could jump your full height in them, and then one day you
It's
can't.
probably worth mentioning that Ladak's probably the only, maybe one of the only Dragonborns you've ever seen. They're very, very, very rare in this setting, and they only like,
Yeah,
kind of
especially
basically very
him. He's a
specific kind of
gemstone
thing.
dragonborn.
Yeah, you're coming to being had to be something special.
And he's a crystal gemstone dragonborn. Crazy.
Not a lot's known about Dragonborn culture because most of the time they are subjugated. But
Fargus know a lot about anyone's culture.
it's true.
So is that true? Do all of you wish to fly?
I know I do. You know, I see the paintings and read the storybooks and hear the bards sing of the dragons, you know, descending from the sky onto the unknowing town, or the intrepid group of adventurers come to slay them. A dragon never just crawls along the floor. No, the ground is for us. Everything else is for them. And I feel a certain longing for it. Like it is where I should be.
What if there are some books in the archive that are only reachable by flying?
Oh no, there are systems for this. The thing of the archives is that it's less
Handicap
that you
accessible.
peruse the archives and more that the archives simply take you where you need to go, where you have earned the ability to go. If I know what I am looking for, I simply open a book. And there it is,
Have you ever looked for the secret of flight?
many times. Turns out the answer is wings. I don't have those.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Everything
Plan
that
B,
flies has
magic.
wings.
So,
Oh wait,
here I am.
that creature. Oh yes, magic. Yes, that was magic probably.
Yeah, that's why I worship the god of magic. Oh, it is not the reason why I worship Netis, but like it is a good ribbon. It's a bow
A
on top.
convenient perk.
But as of yet, I don't know a spell that will allow me to fly, nor do I. Can I even think of one that I could learn in the future? But I'm sure it is out there.
Of course.
The third option is magical items, but if everyone could fly around, there would be a lot more dragon killings. I'm sure they don't like all of the Earthwalkers on their turf. But maybe they make
Interesting.
an obsession for me.
I've heard that the magic to keep something from flying is much simpler than flying itself. I suppose there's a lesson there.
That it is so much easier to punish than it is to reward.
That's true.
It is easiest to take something meaningful away than it is to give something that is meaningful. Like you, for example. I'm sure without a lot of digging, I could find something of yours that if I were to take, it would hurt. However, when I think of what kind of gift I could give you that would impact you in a similar magnitude, I draw a blank. I think of donuts, but honestly, you can have as many as you want with the type of coin that you can pull. So if I were to get you a gift, I don't know. I would have to think. Such is flight.
I see. Finding a meaningful gift is really a task in itself. You're right. Do
Is
you
a
get
burden.
from it?
I usually
But
just do
in the
flies.
future, if you ever want to buy Hladavge Damazde a gift, wings.
Well, keep that in mind. Not every day that you find functioning wings, but
I leave it to the
suppose.
Lord Master to change the status quo.
Interesting enough, we don't. A lot of Lawmaster work is not quite changing the status quo, but jotting it down. There's not a lot of change affected when you simply write down what happens in the moment.
Well, if you find a record of someone having wings, I would very much like to borrow them.
Oh, I know a guy with wings.
Oh, you're right.
I think he's hanging out at the Balancers of the Green still.
Are they for rent?
And now we jump over to Spike's 4-hour full adventure where we narrate how he's been looking through books this whole time,
He's assassinating the books. He's reading the books.
taking them down.
Of course, that stupid me. I worship a god. You're supposed to worship a devil, and then you get a wing. Your mom is supposed to bork a demon, and then it is fine.
And you get the wing.
Cheat. No, I wish to earn my wings, not swindle them.
Have you considered jumping?
I have thought of leaping off the edge so many times.
The dark turn.
You get in the air.
There are lives to save. There is work to do. But when Hladog has no purpose, perhaps I will fly for the first time. And the last. Or I will retire to the office and teach people at the Order of Broken Bones. But barring that, off the cliff.
What would you
Good to
have
have
done if you
options.
didn't get your magic? You weren't able to keep it. Did you have a plan?
I suppose I would find another way to save lives. Magic is not the only way. There's the medicinal bits that I've studied quite a bit. There are people who are not so blessed with magic, people who are challenged, and so they followed their academics. Perhaps I would have joined the artificers. But I know that no matter what I do, I will save lives.
I'm very glad to hear that. You've seemed a little down lately, but with your spirit, I don't see how anything could ever topple you. I'm glad to hear that even in moments of darkness, you are still able to see the light.
Sometimes the two are not so different.
They're like
It's
opposite.
the dark light zone.
He's like a black light. But no, I had a moment of inner reflection, you could say, where I found myself wondering why it is that no one should die in the presence of Ladag Vedamosti. And at the time, I was so, I suppose, lying to myself. I was feigning arrogance, saying that Ladak saves lives the way that grass grows or that water flows. But that is not true. It is a conscious effort, but it is deliberate. The way that I see it, there is so much cruelty in the world. There's thievery, pain, murder, needless death, wars. And the amount of that far outweighs the amount of good in the world. For every crime, for every 1,000 crimes, there is one good deed. For every war, there is a single hospital. So I figure that no matter how many lives I say, I will never quite adjust the balance. So all that I can do is not add to the problem. That is my reason. I guess to be the change I want to see in the world. I'm necessary for the balance. Without people like me, we might all go extinct. The rate of death is so much greater than the rate of saving.
What about the balance?
The balance is something that it exists, but not without help. It is something that has to be preserved, that has to be actively dealt with. And not everyone knows what part of the balance they are, but I do. And I believe that everyone will be more fulfilled in their lives when they find out their place in the balance. What are they offsetting?
Was not helping the woman down there, was it on the wrong side of balance?
I believe that I helped her.
Well, good. I'm glad we were able to help.
Pharasma is not a fickle deity. It is not bad to be sent to her. Not always. And I believe that when Pharasma's judgment comes, that woman will be sent to a better place. Perhaps in that life, she will be separated from her afflictions, the negativity, sent to whence it must be. But it is hard, taking the life of an innocent out of necessity. But who am I preaching this to? You are a knight. I'm sure that you understand this. You have had to get your hands dirty a few times, no?
No, I thought she was dangerous. I didn't consider her innocent. But I'm worried that maybe there was something more that could have been done. But it wasn't by me. It didn't seem like anyone could help her in that situation.
Not yet, but there is a light to the darkness of her death, is that we have the corpse. We have the means by which she was transformed with the knife. We have knowledge. We have determination. So that her death, her sacrifice, will hopefully prevent this tragedy from befalling others. So in the end, it was perhaps a good thing.
I'd like to think it was.
I need to think it was.
Well, Satho, what about you? After your service, do you have any intentions?
It truly is to be determined by my maester. I may be part of the lawkeepers, but I'm still an indentured servant, you see. I don't have the freedom to decide exactly what I get to do all the time, but I have been afforded some freedoms.
Are you in this indentured servitude for all of your life?
Oh, just for another few years. Not much time at all for me, I suppose it might be.
What comes after that? Will you leave the city?
It's my hope that I'd be reunited with my friends, you might say. And whether that takes us outside of Azora or keeps us here, I'm not sure. I'm sure that, there are plenty of interesting, if perhaps a bit morbid things happening, and I have a feeling that some of my companions would be interested to stay. But it's been many years.
Are they still in the city? Do you have a way to contact them? Do you have your own device?
Oh, I doubt they'd be in the city. In a way, I can speak with them. Well, with our leader. But, no, I haven't felt her presence in, well, about 28 years. But they'll be returning, I'm certain. At the end of my period, my servitude will end, and I will reunite with my friends, and we will depart, and she will even return home.
Forgive me if this is a rude question. I've never had the opportunity, but I've never understood this indentured service business in Nafzag. Do you enjoy your work?
On occasion, I do. It's varied and purposeful in a way.
Is it fulfilling?
That's an interesting question. Can the work you do solely for a master ever be entirely fulfilling?
If you believe in the master.
That's one way of looking at it, yes.
I am fulfilled by my knightly duties.
I'm glad to hear that. It's honest and important work that you do.
Should I not be?
What you find fulfilling is a personal choice. You're not indentured to the Knight Ordinators, but you do your work freely.
Agreed. It is not if others find their work fulfilling. It is if you do. Your opinion is the only one that matters in this one. For you have to sleep with it. Or lack thereof.
How will one know when they're fulfilled?
When they don't have to ask.
Oh.
I say this as someone who feels fulfilled. I usually shy away from giving such powerful advice, but I feel like I'm in a position of expertise when it comes to feeling fulfilled with your purpose, your job. I like my life.
That's good. It's good to like one's life. It's good to not be left feeling wanting at the end of the day. for what you do. Does that speak to you at all, Sir Rupert?
Well, I enjoy helping people. I enjoy protecting the city. I enjoy having a purpose each day. These are all things I enjoy. But I asked the question, so I don't know what's not enough.
Sometimes you just don't know what you don't know.
But how do you know?
What do you
Well,
have to
in
find
life,
out?
there are the known unknowns, and then there are the unknown unknowns.
How do we
There are
know
the things that
what's unknown?
you know you don't know, and then there are the questions that you have yet to ask. This actually is a bit of a epiphany. That is probably the best way to explain the archives and how one accesses them. You know what you know, and you know what you don't know. But you can't search for what you don't know that you don't know. In order to access the archives, you have to be able to ask the question. So, if it is a question that you cannot ask or have not asked, you cannot find it in the archives, but it is there. Waiting.
See,
And when one surpasses that, and there are no more unknowns, that is when you attain divinity. And it could drive you insane.
Do you think the archives know what direction purple is?
If it has a direction, the archives will know. They would know whether or not it even has a direction, and if it does, it will know where.
Interesting.
But I would hazard a guess of no.
Now, that might
There's
be
a certain
question in
level of
there.
satisfaction when you ask a very abstract question and the archives will reply with a simple yet definitive no.
Well, at least you know not to ask it anymore.
Correct. It lets you bury the lead. And refocus.
And
Honestly, the hardest thing of the archives is keeping tabs on what current things you are pursuing. Turns out that when you're a god, you don't necessarily need dog ears or bookmarks.
What do you use?
This.
Hair?
I'm flattered, but no, I have no hair.
Scales?
I have brain, thought,
Oh.
mind, memory.
I think I need to stick with dog ears.
Right now, I can hold a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 11 plus 18. 18 current lines of thought.
And with that revelation, the door slams open as a number of things are being delivered to you at rapid pace by this dwarf who is balancing all of them. Your armor, your weapons repaired, your food provided for you. And it is, in fact, somewhat of a traditional dwarven breakfast where it is a lot of eggs. Dwarves do, in fact, like eggs. And he has sort of scrambled them, fried them, poached them, sauteed them, boiled them, roasted them. Every way you can imagine an egg being served, it is there before you. And he looks at you. Alright, here you go. Traditional dwarven breakfast paired with My finest eggnog, and he slams it down in a tankard in front of you. Made it special. And as this meal's being served, probably a good time to call it there. I believe it's like right a little bit after our time. Don't want to keep everyone too late.
No, we're good. We got 4 more minutes.
True. If you want to say anything else,
We are.
go for it.
Yeah, let's build a rapport with this guy. I think Kladak like gets his dwarven meal, and he's like,
I hear that when you have a true dwarven meal, you might even speak dwarvish.
and he fucking shovels this whole meal, and
Hey, that's a good meal, yes it is.
he says it in dwarven.
Oh, that's pretty. I didn't know that was true. Well, how about you go give it a try? But be careful with your words.
Rupert will take a big bite and then he'll start speaking, but it'll be in Draconic.
Mm.
Oh.
Mm. Mm.
I believe
Nope.
you're.
Doesn't sound right.
Was
Sounds
that right?
weird.
Was that dwarven? I don't know what that was.
That was closer than you think. They use the same letters.
Anyway, they sound different. Sounds weird.
Yeah, that's my people. Where did you learn this?
I just from the meal.
Nobody speaks my language but my people and wizards.
He's right, you know. I say in Draconic.
There you go.
Why do I understand that?
And lizards.
Why do you understand this? You are neither a dragonborn nor a wizard.
See if you guys understand this.
You start speaking in Grung.
Nope. That's just a bunch of riveting.
Okay,
Hmm,
that's weird.
it is weird.
Hey. Oh,
Good food though.
oh no.
Anyways, that was a roundabout compliment. Thank you for
Hang
the
on.
food.
And he runs back downstairs, and you hear quickly a sound of a door slam, like a bolt shut, and like a lock. Ching. Oh. Sorry. Forgot to lock up the basement. Didn't want anything getting in or out.
I thought your employee was there.
Hey, she's safe down there, right?
Are you certain?
She
Good
was
that
in
you
a
keep
mess
takes a
last
good
time.
care of your employees.
Very certain. She's getting the best care. She loves her work down there. Hey.
What? All right.
Would you like a drink? Some more eggnog, perhaps?
Yes, do you have rum to enjoy?
Aye, we can pour that in the nog.
Yes, and do you have nutmeg?
Already in the nog. Would you like more?
So I thought it is slightly insulting to assume that a dwarf doesn't know how to make proper eggnog.
Not every dwarf knows how to nutmeg, so be sure.
I've always heard it's a
If you-
mega nut.
I heard that they make all of their megs nut quite frequently.
Normally, you grate it at the table. It's freshest that way.
Their
Phew.
megs nuts and their eggs nog.
Do meg nuts in the basement, and then you bring it up. It's just not quite the same experience.
Oh, is that the employee's name? Is it Meg?
No.
Not their nut.
Well, I honestly, if you want more nutmeg, I wish you would have told me. It's in the basement. I just locked her up. The
Why?
basement, that is.
If
Not
you were
anyone
going to
else.
go back down, could I perhaps accompany you? I wish to give my compliments to the chef.
Oh, no. We keep it priorities, proprietary secrets, etc.,
Proprietary.
etc. Proprietary, that's the word. You
Can I
know the
get a jib
legals.
of donut?
Sure, I give them all sorts of things.
Okay.
May I share a donut with your employee?
Forgot Jib is.
Yeah, the
alive.
oversized, just like an offside queen in the corner. He looks even bigger now. Looks like he's gotten even more rotund.
Donut.
And you throw it, and he like opens his mouth and catches
He
it, and
goes
just
over
chomp,
and gives
chomp.
Jib another hug.
He
Glad to
hugs
have
you
you
back
back,
more
buddy.
gently this time, and just not hurting you. He's soft in between his carapace.
Oh, that looks fun.
He's a
Yeah,
good
Jib's
hunter.
been hey, ever since incident, he's been very cuddly, but also very soft, and you can like lay on him like a big chair, sink into him a little bit. It's nice.
Rupert
You just got to
looks
get
up at
the
Jib
spikes and the scales
longingly.
and all that.
He's like, can I?
That's actually crazy that you say that because we were looking for a place to bed down for the night.
You want to sleep on Jib?
I don't not want to sleep on Jib.
Hey, he's pretty cozy. You just have to
Indeed.
watch out for his hard parts. The softness is coming from the meat that really isn't supposed to be exposed under the exoskeleton of the creature. It's just he's gotten so large, it's just kind of rolling out.
Oh, see, this is fine. I prefer the firmness.
Hey, well, there you go. Sure. I'll have to. Well, for you, Rupert. I guess no charge. Good friend. You could sleep in the bar. Why not?
Thank you. He takes out a bedroll and he puts it on Jib's back on the hard part.
Mhm. You set up a
Oh,
quite
Rupert,
cozy.
amateur. This is not my first time sleeping on a pile of people.
I know, but this time I want to. Jib's always the big spoon.
And if you need any like relaxing noises, remember the boar head's right here. You can adjust the track. There's like
Rupert
sleep
wants to
noises and
establish
stuff. as well.
dominance as the big spoon for Jib.
Yeah.
I find it is always the smallest people who dream of being the biggest spoon. And that it is the largest of stature that just want to be cuddled. I'm a little spoon and I say this with no shame.
Well, you all cuddle in for a warm night. Or maybe Shatho, do you join?
Yeah.
You know,
We're pretty close to the guild hall. I
Mhm.
don't
This
have to
is-
sleep here.
It's literally right outside. I can see it.
Had a bit of an adventure.
I have an actual
I
bed.
think I'm all new experienced out for the day.
I've enjoyed my time with you very much, but this place is odd, to say the least. And I'm afraid of whatever's in that basement.
It's just a woman.
I'm deathly afraid of women.
Oh, fair. Same.
Ugh. The problem is it rhymes with linen, but it's not linen. That's the issue.
And they're always taking the linen off.
They
And I want it
should
there.
keep it on and just bring it more.
They always roll over and take all of the linen. Like, get your own.
I wanted to caress my body.
Ugh.
It's my nest.
So, Satho, do you head
Not
to the guild to find rest? Yeah, you would have had to like pass the test to work through the Lord Masters here, and you had plenty of time to do it. So yeah, you would have a bunk in the Guild of Heroes, but you would also probably have one at the Tower of the Lord Masters too, whichever you preferred. But the Guild of Heroes is closer.
Yes, I'll let you break the news to Sloan, but it might be good if I just return to the tower.
Yeah, actually, Rupert will like hang out for a bit, but eventually he's gonna go back to his dorm.
Hmm.
He's got his
There you go.
routines.
Yeah, and you also have your cave.
Yeah, true.
Which Sloan might be there too. Yeah, Sloan might crash there occasionally. Might have brought back the old lady there.
Oh,
We'll have to
somebody's
knock on the cave door.
Someone's gonna have to kill all those bees.
We'll free
I'm
them.
going to have to
No.
introduce me to this
Kill
slow
all those
man.
bees.
Illegal bees.
They're from the ground.
Contraband.
Oh, that's true. We could go I'll tell the balancers to go take them. Or see if they want me to kill them.
Tell a night ordinator, hey, there's like a cave
Full
filled
of
to the brim with
bees.
bees. Can you like deal with that? It's like, no.
No.
Filled
Let
with
me check
bees
the
from the
archives. Oh, great. A definitive no.
from the
No.
lowlands. There's a bunch of big bees from the lowlands. Do you want to go get them? No.
No.
Who brought
Fuck
them here?
that.
That's illegal.
That's scary. I'm allergic.
It's giant bees.
Why do we want something from down there up here? It's down there.
That's why we're up here.
It's
fair.
We specifically left down there.
So stupid. Idiot.
All right. Well, we'll say that Satho is on his way to the tower, and Rupert is heading to the
Big
dorm.
Spoon, Jib Middle Spoon, Ladok Little Spoon.
Only for a little bit, and then he's gonna sneak
He
off. in his armor.
sneaks out.
No, no, Ladok.
Drink.
I think Ladok has some of the best sleep that he's had in years.
He's just passed out. It's like perfect for his lumbar support.
He has not had the opportunity to be Little Spoon because all of the people at the bar are like, "Oh, you're so big and strong and hunky, and you should give me your drugs and also be the big man lizard." He's like,
But now-
fine, I see. God, fine.
Jib
Sometimes
is
he
here
just
for
wants to be
you.
Little Spoon. Jib is here.
That's what Jib's for. And
I just want
you
that
all
big, strong spoon.
begin settling in for your night, and here is where we'll wrap up for now. We'll pick up next week's our break, so week after Thursday
29th.
29th. Yep, that'll be the 29th.
Yeah, I can do
So I'll see all you fellers then, but we are at just a reminder, we are super at a crossroads here. If there are no directions that are particularly pulling you strongly,
That's what the night ordinator's for.
yeah. Also, let me know if there is a direction that's pulling you. Probably good to know because, yeah, wherever you guys go, best to tell me ahead of time so I can get it nice and prepped and make it all good and go. But there are two distinctive paths with the night ordinators, and if you aren't particularly vibing with either of those paths, let me know, and I can come up with more. Essentially,
I definitely see, like, maybe not an immediate thing, but at some point in this campaign, like, for sure, we're going to the lowlands and doing a crusade. Like, for sure.
yeah, but like
Happening
we
eventually.
absolutely, but that's probably a ways away based on how everyone was talking last time. We were kind of talking about goals here, but yeah, there's a lot more context to get for those hooks, but the gist of them has been given. So yeah, feel free to discuss it in the chats here, and or just think about it in general, and just have a general thought about where next session your character is going to push for, because remember, it is important with a 3-man party here. It is important that we are sharing the burden of leadership and pushing the scenes forward, so that it's not always falling on one avenue here. So it's always good to rotate who says I want to go do this or let's go do this. It's always good to keep that ball going around. Speaking of balls going around, wanted to say excellent ball passings from Mook throughout the game here. A lot of good setups, and last session too. I want to give a hero point for that, but while that was, I was already thought about that earlier, but then the self-questioning of motives that kind of came from Rupert, but also from all of the boys, really helped solidify that, and by extension, with that and a lot of the things that were said in the sewer and those last conversations, I also want to give a hero point to Hladak for a lot of good, again, diving into motives and motivations and kind of talking about that, getting some good inter-party dialogue going for why everyone's doing this thing. And we started to scratch the surface of Satho stuff too, but unfortunately we just didn't get as deep of a dive yet for showing all of that off.
Transparency, that whole thing was also prompted by Mook.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
him and
That's
I
what I'm
were-
saying. The ball
we were
passing is
DMing
good.
back and
good.
forth, and we were talking about last Thursday, whenever
Oh.
that moment with when Hladaka was asked why does he do what he does, and I didn't have an answer.
Oh.
Yeah, I talked about it with Mook, and I was like, yeah, I need to think about that shit, and I brought it up in this game.
Yeah, it's
I needed an answer for that.
it's something that kind of I've come to realize recently, but in this session has really been a good example of that. Is that I think for that specific thing I'm talking about, where getting the leadership ball passed around, it's going to be easier to do if you think about your character's motivations much more, not deeply, but maybe more micro for some instances, where it's you know, it's always good to think about your big motivations, your overarching motivations, but also think about the motivations for the small decisions you make and the medium decisions you make, and kind of try to play with those motivations as much as possible and play with each other's motivations, because that's how we're going to get satisfying mulch, satisfying roleplay, all that good stuff. But yeah, gonna go ahead and give you two those hero points there. Add them to your inventory if I can find. Fuck it. Nope, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong sheet. There we go. Gotta make a folder for all these extra character sheets. Just gonna throw that in the inventory of you, Ladok, and one in there for you, Rupert. And there we go. All right. All right. Yeah. Wow. Wow. But yeah, see you guys week after next. Yeah. And then I hope you all enjoy your holiday break. Have a good time and enjoy your time with your friends, family, etc. And thanks for playing. It was a lot of fun.
I did have a question before we break up.
Yeah.
What is there a plan for Mondays in the future?
Yeah,
Like, is there anything in the works right now, or is that one's kind of on like hiatus while you get Sunday and the other stuff kind of moving?
I've been trying to figure that out for a bit down there. It's probably best that I get something going there. Gonna not be with Ash, so admittedly I've been stuck on like what to say to him, but at this point it's kind of awkward because I haven't like told him anything, but I don't know what to say. It's like it's more like I don't vibe with the way you play, and like there's a lot of like issues here. I don't know if we could play together because there's a big gap that I realized that he would have to overcome to play with him. So moving past that point, there is that with the Monday, I do want to try to get something going on this break week, whether that be a few things. I'm either going to do another free rotation like thing that Highway did Sunday and try to do something like that and to recruit new players. And I kind of had a alternative idea where we could just do it the same way with Sunday,